Oops. What? Am I here? Well, I don't see anyone watching. I mean, yes, again, I keep forgetting to put notifications because I'm on StreamYard. Oh, one person on there. Okay. And it's Kane. I know. I know. Tasty cake. Tasty cake. Welcome to another Saturday edition of Tasty Talk with Tasty Cake. I'm your host with the most. And a blueberry moon pie, which I'm sure I did a review on before, but I'm going to wait for it and check my list tomorrow. So, where we go here? Let's see. Plans. Wah, 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 wah. Plans are with the other goofball, the only one watching, Kenzo's Creations. I'm gonna have plans for us to do a short little. I'll create a playlist and then he can share it on his channel. Oh, I got my new cover. It says it's supposed to be tilted and lifted up, so I just lay it on there because it just lays on. I just pick it up and not worry about it. So I'm still lingering on the Windows 11 version 23H2 because I got all these things going on. But the playlist, Kenny will be teaching me things, and people will learn because it makes sense that way. My plan for tomorrow, which no one has replied to, but here we go. So this morning, Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 1 premiered at 3:45 in the morning East Coast, something like that. It was freaking early morning. I don't know. I woke up, of course, because I usually do. I wake up, see what time is it, I take my phone out, what time is it, go back to sleep. It was cold this morning too. It's like, screw it, I'm tired. And I don't have Disney Plus. I don't have BBC iPlayer. I've tried. There's a site that Paparazzo Dave Chapman said about. He messaged me as that too. I was like, well, okay. If it's on Daily Motion, I will watch it. As Paparazzo and the Candyman both watched it this morning because it's like 8 o'clock in the morning in the UK. British summertime. Well, we're stuck here with the what? You're confused about the weekend Tasty Cake still waiting. Confused about what, Candyman? Confused about what, Candyman? Weekends were made for Michelob. So they say. I don't drink beer. But if I do, I don't. I do not like the taste of beer. So what's my notes here for? So as Candyman and Paparazzo were watching it, I'm not live? How's I'm not live? It says I'm live. I'm live. You're watching me. It's not Memorex, is it? Oh. Mark's in the photo. Okay, that's Beck. The World of Pip and Jane Baker? No, that's Satellite 5. Okay. I need to go to Instagram. Oh, Corey's making stuff out of Chrome. Okay. Katie is talking Doctor Who. Okay. time scales. This is Koro's secret favorite snack. Every time in Japan, she tells me to watch the kids and then goes to a street vendor and gets these, and she's happy for the rest of the day. I had corn dogs. And I got smooch on my glasses. And some girls, I'll be friends on Instagram. My Instagram page, the Spill the Geek Tea is open to anyone following, and then I follow some back. Toy people too is like, hey, toy peoples, you want to be on the show. Dang it, Bobby, I got a freaking smudge on my glasses. I hate glasses. I start wearing my pinhole glasses. But these also change to sunglasses. So there's nothing in there. Oh, no. Mark sent a photo. Okay. Maybe my Wi-Fi is Ramona. I do. Okay. I'm not even sure if I actually had a stream. Oh, that's I didn't think I had one. Upcoming live streams. Okay. Let me click on it. Can I delete it? That is weird. It's like so weird. Can I yeah, upcoming live streams, the weekend with Tasty Cake. Oh, okay. Am I in the right studio? Am I in Tasty Talk with Tasty Cake? Yes. Manage videos. Oh my god, I thought I did that. So let me just delete that. Delete the weekend with Tasty Cake. I understand. Oof. I just okay, yeah, I knew I did. I came on here, I didn't see anything saying it was. As usually you streamer would say I had something. I don't get it. I remember doing it, but then again, I sat here, took a nap. But here we are. So there we go. Let's just refresh that and close that out. I don't need. There we go. We don't need another hero. Just close that window. Close out the window. Okay. I gotta see afterwards. What? Breaking news! If you own a cat, you need to watch this. I think the cat's purring because it's been the purring to people's health and stuff like. Or just any pet. Someone brought their dog in, little doggy. Of course, one dog by the arm, and the dog's like hanging, and the other one's saying, "Hey, turn on the damn phone." The dog liked me, but he barked at a couple of old white people. Because Okay, I get to see it. Huh? I got rid of all your fish when you're. Oh. Wait a minute. Limited edition pink lemonade Kit Kat at a bargain discount. I did that. I did that video. I did the pink. I mean, I did the pink lemonade Kit Kat, and I'm most certainly sure we did that on the Kit Kat episode. I still have an extra one because I got it from Ollie's in the bucket, or it's either in the bucket It's either in the plastic bucket of Kit Kats mixed in mostly from work, the tin, or that tin. Not in a bag. I got a lot of food. Morrison's. Okay. So, Allison Troy said once she'll want to join in on the pizza episode. So again, I keep saying to Toy Crew on Instagram, just straightforward and everything, You want to do an episode? You can do it anytime. Not even. I knew it. I don't remember if I did the Kit Kat episode on here. I don't know if I made a YouTube video of that, but I'm sure I did the pink lemonade Kit Kat on the Spill the Geek Tea episode. The night when you talked about you don't like mint. Then okay. Got off the keyboard and strawberries are nice. I like strawberries. And fields of gold. But more so strawberry fields forever. And there's that video about, back in the day, he said, I thought that the idea that Paul McCartney was dead and all these things leading to it, and on the back of Sgt. Pepper, Paul was not even facing, on the back cover of Sgt. Pepper, he was not even facing there, he was back to the ground, and the flowers looked like it was a funeral procession, and then on the Abbey Road album, Paul wasn't wearing shoes, so he was the one being buried, because Ringo was the pallbearer, and the Undertaker, and John was the spirit, and George was the gravedigger. Wow. Explains why his voice changed, Hello there, I'm Paul McCartney. I'm a Beatle. Wacky, wacky, wacky. While I'm standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Dinner was pasta with chicken cooked with garlic, herb, and orange soda. I think it's the first time I actually said the word herb in a very long time. Because I'm used to saying it now the English way, not with a silent H, but it is a herb. Can't post to some destinations. Why can I not post to something? I don't know if I'm posting on Twitch. I'm curious now. Twitch. Not Switch. I like that game show. Twitch TV. Let's see here. Let's take a peek. Someone's watching me on Twitch. What? Am I actually? There's my channel. Okay. There I am. Just curiosity. There's one person watching on Twitch. Hello there. Hello there. Only visible moderators. I'm freezing on Twitch. Am I signal? No. I don't get it. I got too many screens up anyway. Closing down. Marvel Legends X-Men Series Jean Grey Deluxe Phoenix Force Deluxe 6-inch figure. I saw that on GameStop. So yesterday, I got off work. It said I was scheduled till 2. My original schedule said 1. Mm-hmm. But no, I was probably stayed. I left today. Oh my god! I was to remain at 30 hours so the HR doesn't open her big mouth and say, "Hey, So I left around 1:30 yesterday. I drive into the city. In the city. Ooh. And I go back. I go to the UPS store. Now, first, I went to the GameStop. Little tiny GameStop. Enough room that you has a middle aisle full of some things, but you have to walk very carefully. On the one side, the stuff in the middle, and walk down the other side, and then there's the place for the cashier with a big old table. So I'm just sitting there looking at stuff and go, oh yes, there's the Superman with the black shield. Instead of being yellow shield on the S with the S, it's a black shield with the S. And this was the bigger, bulkier one with the cleft in the chin. One with the eagle, which I think they re-released that one to be the gold statue for the memoriam of Superman. I like the gold one better. And I saw that go, oh yeah, that's why I didn't get that one. Now, because of Mega J Retro, and his friend Danny Green, going through Titan Toys in Canada, their prices are a little bit higher, but the fact is, they were the only ones that had the Silver Age Superman from McFarlane Toys on pre-order, and it was like $20-something, a couple bucks more, but still, as Jay and Eric were talking, no tariffs. So that's the thing, because now in Big Bad Toy Store, they're saying this is before we know about the tariffs, whatever jargon they say, and Entertainment Earth actually jacked up the new Hulk figure. They want the new Hulk figure for $75, and even through Titan Toys, which is $12 shipping to the States, you got to consider that. So I did, and I used Danny Green, Danny Green's code, so I got 5% off. So I did that 5% off the shipping, so I felt a little bit better. So I still got the figure for cheaper. Anything else? I watched 5 POA, the guy who does 5 points of articulation, or not 5 points of articulation. It was 5 POA, and he goes over packaging and look and this and that. I give it 4 out of 5 points. So it comes into an overall 4 out of 5. And he does the head swaps and everything else. He's working on other ones. How that one Iron Man figure he has no legs. Like, jokes about that. It's kind of weird. But I'm a fan of his show. 5 POA. And he was talking about he liked the Silver Age Superman, except for the fact there was a black outline across the shield. And it made it look like a decal, a t-shirt. So he ordered watermark decals off of eBay. So I'm looking at it. I've ordered from these people before. They made me a custom Bad Wolf, which I can't find anywhere, for my 9th Doctor Stardust. And as Kenny was saying, you can just paint it. I was like, I could have just painted the thing. I may still do when I have room for it. Waterside. Okay, thank you, Waterside. I like a water slide, though. It's pretty cool. So I got the Waterside stickers for 6-inch and 7-inch. I don't have anything for 3 3/4-inch figures to put on the Superman symbol. Huh? We go fool. Simple fools. I like that. Please stick to the river. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes. That's something. Anyway, please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. So I got the Waterside stickers. I took it off the 3 3/4-inch scale figure because I had nothing for Superman. That's 3 3/4-inch figure. 3 3/4-inch scale figures, but they did have it for I chose one for Star Wars for the big giant vehicle plane thingies that they use in Attack of the Clones, which I still call them Action Fleet, but it's that micro squadron, and it has some cool ones. And I just with those 3 stickers, I made it to get free shipping, so I saved under $4 for 3 pairs of stickers. So I'm good with it. You sent me a photo. Obvious the pizza. It's pizza. It's pizza. Oh, it's Andre Lifehack. That guy's cool. I don't know why he doesn't change his photo though. And then his photo of Instagram, his hair is kind of like big, poofy there because he trimmed the sides. That looks much better. And he had the goatee. Looks weird. Like, change your photo, dude. You look better the way you are there. Katie got a new jacket. Oh, there's that German girl. What the deuce? Okay, that's pretty cool. I do not want a compendium set of Transformers US and UK because that's how to get most of your Windows PC. I gotta share this one. Oh yeah, deleting temporary files. It doesn't work when I'm on the computer. I got. Let's quickly see what Eliza says. Okay. Eliza hasn't contacted me forever. She went to a cemetery with the wifey. She just like her pictures. The Last Voyager of Demeter. Holy moly. Holy moly. Melina, I'm trying to get her back. I'm trying to get her on the show. She was once with the Legend of Traveling TARDIS. Oz has posted something from some dude with that castle thing. Or that I don't know. Corey's talking about painting with chrome. I did that metallic paint. I did what's Mikey did? What did Mikey do? Oh, a fan favorite. Yeah. That's hilarious. Of course, the Eternian Royalty Masters Universe Collector, the shorts, and that's that's hilarious. FA can only have figures like that. I kind of do. Mikey's got a lot of pictures up here. I like all his pictures. For Mikey! For the Eternia 4? Okay. Okay. Okay, Dave got something I want to show. I guess fine. Okay, there's nothing on Instagram to show. Some guy farted into a fan. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oop, let me go. Here we go. So, I want to take my lower leg and turn him into I know. Let's see what I'm doing. I forget. See why we have the special pro, the short videos, and I'll make short videos. It is signal. My signal is connection stable. Close. This is major menu change. I don't need McDonald's, and to get through with Facebook so fast under memories. Rebel Tank Destroyer is pretty awesome. I just wanted to see everything. There we go. Nope, still. Now it's fairly good. Now my signal's fairly good. Dude picked up an abandoned cat. Dude picked up an abandoned kitten crying outside and brought it home. Here's what my cat did. Adopted. Restaurants are going back to normal. There's a picture of Alien. I just want to see what's on. Never mind, signal's back. There's a duck on a bulldog's head. That's in Spanish. Author, sorry for killing your favorite character. Hey, too late for apologies, okay? You broke my heart. Do we have a new moon on Monday? I don't know. 5 days to the night. I chase the cold days with a lonely satellite. I just want to accomplish something. I want to get through the Facebook memories. There's a dog on a swing, golden retriever on a swing, just smiling and like nothing else. Cinemas in Switzerland replaces seats with beds. Netflix and chill. IMAX and climax. 5 years ago, the Dow's best week. More than 16 million Americans have lost jobs in 3 weeks. That's cookie dough filled chocolate dipped donut. You're just one full diabetes. Never go full diabetes. So take a Krispy Kreme donut. Add cookie dough in between it. Put on top of that another Krispy Kreme donut. And dip the edge of it in hot melty chocolate stuffing. Let's see if you can wake up from that one. Check your blood sugar or check it often. Okay, this one's... There you go. I can't even think of the words anymore. I'm channeling Sam Gloves. Where is Sam Gloves? Orthopedic bowl helps your cat eat properly. Is unhealthy for cats to eat at ground level. Stomach crunches and creates an unpleasant feeling. The right angle improves digestion. So I found one. It was a little ceramic bowl and a little platform, and then the top one was a little ceramic shaped cat bowl. It's supposed to help prevent vomiting, which I only had one for $2. Yeah, so that's why I brought it down on January. So I put it on there, and I put some treats in there, and the boys were eating it, and then of course hand fed them, and they're like, oh. And then Loki said, hi. So, oh. The boys got thumbs and says, hi. Well, it's not Happy Zombie Jesus Day yet. Today is Passover. So I'm going to just pass over that because I can't remember anything. Transformers, 5 years ago, Transformers Takara, Tomy Generations selects Super Megatron. I know I had to have gotten that. Now, someone will show a comparison with Super Megatron with the new Star Optimus Prime. And because, well, it's from Japan, so we shouldn't really feel the effect, is it? Or is it the fact that the toys are made in China, but it's a Japanese toy? I don't know. We'll see. Does bacon make you happier? All I can say is you've never seen me crying and eating bacon at the same time. When people ask me which is more important, food or love, I don't answer because I'm eating. Marty, I just came back from the year 2055 and they're still working on I-4. Hello, dum-dum. I like that one. Hey, Gazoo. What is it, dum-dum? Hello, dum-dum. Let me just get through Facebook real fast here. Posting. Okay. Oh, I blocked them. I blocked and banned them. They cannot come back. That was my extreme thing. Oh, here's one. I love this one. I'm going to have to share it again. I always do. On Facebook. People in the 60s Posting. I better not say that, or the government will wiretap my house. People today. Hey, wiretap. Do you have a recipe for pancakes? Stop moving to Florida. We full. A butt was a medieval unit of measurement for wine. Technically, a butt load of wine is about 275 liters or 126 gallons. Savory recipes. I don't know that. Oh, that's my Cyberman. Someone made a Ghostbusters Firehouse PC tower case 7 years ago. I have an introvert hangover. I'm totally exhausted from too much human interaction. Norwegian forest cat? I think that's Comet. Come on. There we go. Dog on a swing. I thought the fetish is selling it off Facebook. Oh, yes, I have the thing on a pizza thing. It's only about $6. Yes, that's that's the lesson you're gonna be teaching. You know, how to show things, even though I now know how to do things like that. But it makes for good viewing on the channel. I do. A shipping container is an above ground swimming pool. Think about that one. Oh my God, it finally happened. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. I have so many memories. So many games to play. Oh yeah, Mark's in the picture. Can I from here? Let's try it. Present arms. Share screen. Facebook. There it is. Thin stone-baked Easter egg pizza. Oh. Okay. So. Yeah. Can I make it bigger? There we go. Can I make it even bigger? Bigger. So. The pizza dough with chocolate over it, marshmallows, and hard-boiled eggs. Hey, it's me. That's me. I gotta work on that figure. Okay, stop sharing. Back to me. Back to me. There we go. Back to me. That's better. Okay. That's yeah. Okay, this is funny. Just when Mark shows a pizza, let's go back to present and share screen again. Pizza is everything. Thank God for that. The proper Cadbury cream eggs. We did not we were supposed to get American Cadbury eggs this year, but we didn't. Why my screen went blank? My not StreamYard, my Facebook screen. Okay, there we go. Okay. Pisces. Fish 2. Pisces. Fish 2. Fish. Oh, Pisces. Fish. 2 fish represent swimming in opposite directions but tied up. They are emotional, conflicted, and have hidden desires. Well, obviously. Like green jelly, 3 little pigs. Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chitty chin chin. And Alton Brown talks about how to make the ultimate grilled cheese sandwich, which is double appropriate for National Cheese Day. 3 ounces of extra sharp cheddar. I'm running out of cheese. My $10 thing of cheese, we still have 1 left to work. And it's good for another 2 months. I've been just scarfing down that cheese because it's cheese. But I'm going to do my best of not eating so much cheese. He would eat that for $1. I would buy that for $1. Oh, how I love my cheeses. Cheese from around the world. Now I have. I don't want to refresh. There we go. I haven't been to Kroger in a while because they always have for discount. Just find something unique. Because the last time I had when the sound went off because of stupid creative program in my computer, which I just. But that's the only time I get the cheeses. Oh, me painting ghost monsters. I think I'm at the end of my memories. Memories are fading. Just want to see what's in there. Ian McKellen as Sherlock Holmes for the very last case. Mr. Holmes. I never bought that. Black flat Testors enamel paint model paint for $1.89. More Elton John. Alton Brown. I think I know that story about Elton John. I wanted to say it again whenever Velvet Chains, the bassist and drummer, that promised they'd sometime in the future they would like to be on a show. I'm not special enough for them or anyone else, especially not acquaintance Lisa Foyles, because again, she doesn't talk to me. She only responds to comments on her page on the YouTube. So I called her a nerd. She said more so a dork. So okay, whatever. So here we go. So I'm going to paint the the episode 4 3PO episode 2. I can run down. The brown arm came from Ahsoka. For some reason they said, well, I wonder why they didn't release the figure. Well, we can only have brown hands, so what's the point? And I think I did use a bright red arm based on the color scheme, and I just darkened it. But they did release one bright red arm, which is supposed to be based on the cartoon, based on the movie. But before that, they released one that's like a burgundy arm. So I made marks on him. I had the hand later on. I did my best to take off the gold, take off the silver, best I could. So it is gold, but with markings on it. It still has silver bits. I could get some acetone nail polish remover and clean up even more, but I used the metallic silver paint. I doubly loaded it up. I doubled it up. So there's markings on it, which is fine because, he's supposed to have markings. So it's silver. It's good. He got his foot is gold because it's based on Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. So for me, this is the pre-ultimate C-3PO. The gold 3PO with the hands were placed in Ahsoka, and then had the silver leg. The only did was change his foot out for gold, and then has the red arm for Episode 7. And I put back the cartoon one. But if someone really, like I said, if someone really wanted to, just have the whole lineup of 3POs, Episode 2, Episode 3, Episode 4, Episode 5, Episode 6, Episode 7, Episode 8, Episode 9, and Droids cartoon. Like, why? Because Episode 5 and 6 are the exact same one, and Episode 3 is the same, basically, as Episode 8 and 9. So, all you need to have is an Episode 2. And because and say, well, what about the one Ahsoka had? It's a gold 3PO with brown hands. So you're going to actually just have a 3PO for Ahsoka as well? Like, no. If I had the funds to do it, I would. I got every single version of C-3PO except for Episode 1 because I don't know how to make the puppet of C-3PO there. That's the inside guts and everything. And I don't have the one where which they did release, 3PO's head on the battle droid. But they never released, and they released 3PO's head on the battle droid, the red battle droid, but they did not release the 3PO body with the battle droid head. That was on the small scale figure. On the large scale, all they did was release 3PO's head on the battle droid body and the big gray battle droid. It's like, well, that was kind of stupid, Hasbro, because I would have liked what you did with the 3 and 3/4 inch scale version. I know we could pop the head off and put on 3PO so we have the Episode 2 3PO. I would have bought that. I would have saved me time. Yeah, so they believe. So they are. Wow, I'm down to 4 people. How rude the 2 other people left. That's just rude. That's just rude. Facebook froze. If I hit refresh, then okay, which am I doing? Someone made a giant Metroplex. This was like 12 years ago. Giant Metroplex and ultimately scale with the Transformer Generation 1 figures. It's like, And he has a Metroplex sitting on the shoulder. And the eyes light up. It's like, do not regret growing older, Kenny. It's a privilege denied to many. Help, I'm being repressed. Come and see the violence inherited in the system. Shut up, you bloody peasant. Oh. Things I need to watch again. Help, I'm being repressed. Oh, Death's Head as the android. As the Transformer. Death's Head as a Transformer. So they gave him a different look. I paid money for that one. I remember paying money for that Transformer because I wanted it. So we didn't have a Death's Head, and that Death's Head is in red and green, but he has the more robotic looking face rather than the face there. So I accept that. Oh yeah, I went to Target. No, first I went to GameStop. Saw the Superman. Yeah, I don't want it. So with the Watersides stickers, I got it because that's what 5POA said he's going to use on the Silver Age Superman. And I got the Silver Age Superman through Titan Toys in Canada. So even though it was $12 in shipping, knock off the 5%. So I figure, okay, that's good. I'll knock off the shipping price. Because with the tariffs coming and Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Story going all this crap, I got the one I want. And there's a Superman. Ouch. There's a Superman I know I have it. He does have the darker blue. And so that's dark enough blue to use one of those decals, which has the black shield with the red S and frame on it. So those labels, I will put one on the Silver Age because I only have one Silver Age. 5POA said he was going to wait for the second one to come in before he does that. I was like, no, I'm going to make that change. He made me say, okay, make that change. So I'm going to make that change. Make a change for the Silver Age and create a Superman with the black shield on his chest. So I like that. So I'll have my 2 unique Superman figures that I like a lot. Go with that. So Dave says the episode is up on the Plex server. What is wrong with my... I'm turned to a real southerner. I'm slanging my words. Slinging and slanging my words. The episode is up on the Plex server. In theory, it will be there before people wake up. I give him a thumbs up. So I put out the... Okay, what's going on here? Trying to listen to Kenzo's creations on the car stereo, see if the bass offsets the high nasal voice of his.
So I talk nasally? Do I amuse you?
I have an idea, because Kenny and I would do our little thing in time when... I get 0. I still got 31%. Okay. We do our thing in time. But I was thinking. Got me thinking. Because this morning when Doctor Who aired, and it was Dave and Mark watching, I can post it, but I can't click it. Click it or tick it. Okay, I'm done with the Facebook thing. And Ramona likes my video again. I forgot. Let's see if I can click on that real fast. 2 people poked me. No reply from Eliza or anything. No reply from the Toy Crew. I'm jumping too many things. Okay, let's jump back to GameStop, so I know that. I went to Facebook, you suck. Got my Secret Wars Battle World. Set during the 1980s classic Secret Wars, so I have both Secret Wars 2. Oh, honey on pizza. Oh, honey. Did you... This, yes. Editors note the story takes place between panels 4 and 5. This story takes place between panels 4 and 5 on page 36 of Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars 1984, number 12. How's that for a Secret War 2 believers? Okay, that's... Why is my Facebook? Okay. Oh, yes, Kenny did say, hello there, it's your boy. But Facebook is still freezing. I just don't get it. Everyone, please go to YouTube. YouTuber. Go to... My wrong buttons again. I did the same thing when I said Greg, on Tuesday, I accidentally used StreamYard chat instead of jumping on a YouTube chat. It's like, oops, I'm out of boogie. I'm still freezing on Facebook. I don't know why. It doesn't say anything about freezing on Facebook. It's so weird. I'm just gonna get out of this. I'm going to jump to Instagram. Problem with Wi-Fi crap. People trying to steal my things. Oh my goodness. I gotta get in touch with that girl again. Okay, let's see here. Can I? No, I can't. I can enlarge the screen so if anyone can click on it through their thing. Because, oh, she's larger than life, I can tell you that much. She's in Miami. Ooh, honey. Making a pizza dough now with honey and Norwegian farmhouse yeast. The only thing I know in Norwegian is Norwegian wood. So, this thing. That question mark represents 4 issues of this story. So, I'm going to read Secret Wars, which I never really did. Because the only thing I had from Secret Wars is number 8. And I bought that years later. And I hurt my wrist. Okay, that's smart. So I'm going to read all 12 issues of Secret Wars. Except then jump into Battle World. And then later go into Secret Wars 2. Which on the front cover, you see Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man is Rhodey. Because inside, they do show Tony with his new red and silver Iron Man outfit. Because it's like it's either had to be right after, because something about the armor was poisoning Rhodey's mind. And because Tony said he was going to be Iron Man for a while, so his best friend Jim Rhodes took over. And that's why that's why Rhodey is in Secret Wars, and that's why the action figure is wrong. It's not Tony, it's Rhodey. And something about the armor being poisoning his mind, so Tony in his new armor confronts Rhodey in the original, and the newer Iron Man armor. Mach 3 armor, I think it is. So I say Mach 3, I don't remember. And then so Tony takes over, and then eventually, Rhodey gets the armor and turns into War Machine, does all the whole thing, and all their armor keeps wiggle, and Armor Wars 2, like, that was supposed to be a big thing too. It's supposed to be Armor Wars is coming to the movies. Maybe they junked it to go with Doomsday to jump into Secret Wars, because that's how we're going to get the X-Men into the whole thing. So we'll see. I've never gone to see. Have I? I don't think I ever went to see Avengers in the theater. I think I just wait for the DVD. Same thing for Deadpool. I just waited for my best friends to give me a DVD for my birthday. So I never got Deadpool versus Wolverine. That's kind of sad. Well, there it is. It's sandwiched in between. Secret Wars Battle World is sandwiched in between. It's like the whole. You put a hot dog right in the middle there. You eat the whole thing. I did flip through Secret Wars 2. Because it was only 8 or 9 issues. Oh, 9 issues. Original one was 12. Then we had the 4 to that, for that tiny little panel. And then we got this one. Like, I flipped through and went, okay. I think it was set to just be 9 issues, because they usually say, say that stuff. But yeah, 1 in a 9 issue limited series. Of course, Transformers was 4, and then it comes back Shockwave on the front cover saying "Are all dead," and then the joke was issue 80 of a limited 4-issue series. Oh yeah, I kept forgetting again. Regeneration 1. I was going to see if they had it on eBay. I don't remember it. Let's check out eBay real fast. You declined my offer? Someone says, make an offer. And I said, this thing is $3.29, right? I said $3. Oh, I said $3.20. It's $3.29 or best offer. I said $3.20, and they declined my offer. I still want it. Well, I'd like $3.20. It's essential PO box. It's Black Obsidian Quartz Hexagram Pendant Energy Healing Crystal. I have crystals because of my best friend. She gave me crystals back when we were together. Also, listen to meditation music, trying to help myself. Okay, so here's one. I never found... Okay, let's start posting pictures here. I never found this at Target. Because, I don't know. The Supergirl. The McFarlane DC Multiverse Gold Label Supergirl Rebirth. Target exclusive. Can I just, okay. I mean, I would have gotten it because she does look nice. New one is based on the comic book, but I never saw it. And this dude is saying he had it for $119.88. He's marked it down 51% off, and he's offering me the figure for $54.88. That's a total of $65 off a $20 figure. A $20 figure. And he's offering it to me for $58. Yeah, I did a Power Girl, is not one thing. But when someone, a customizer, showed the picture of the original version, the figure, and what he can customize with, oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was the detail in that sucker was amazing. It's like, for $20, yeah, but not. I just don't know how I missed it. I probably would have gotten it, but over twice the price. Now, I got my thing from UPS. I went over to Target. The last 2 Stranger Things Skeletor ones, someone got them both because it was uber cheap. No one has touched 2 Bop Steady. I mean, I still have 3. My idea when I have it with the 2 Hulk heads, not gonna happen. Someone can make the one with the Hulk heads. I give them the idea. That's cool, but it's just not gonna work for me. And still holding back on maybe my head with a reptilian head, just so who can look at it and go, yeah, this is how you see me. This is how you see me. This is what you did to me. You turned me into a... So no. I still haven't put together the Metal Batu. Just no room. Oh, okay, let's see here. Ask Mark. Is Mark asleep already? Wouldn't doubt it, because he was up. It was like 8 o'clock this morning for him to watch it. I watched it on, was it 90 minutes or something when Dave and Mark were doing the review of the show. They're watching it, then they came back with the reviews. And so sometimes, once something is done, I can make comments on there. If it's set afterwards, not during a live show, I cannot make comments. So I can't make any comments for Kenny or Legends Driving TARDIS if there's like Legends Driving TARDIS, because it won't work live. But once it's done, there are at times that I can go in and make comments. And so I did. I made my comments because we wanted to hear it in there. It was 56 viewers from, I think Ramona watched it. I saw she'd made live comments, so that was 4 o'clock in the morning. I made a comment. I looked what time it was, went back to sleep because I had to go to work today. What was it? The talk about there might not be a season 3 because the way RTD was saying, I guess it just didn't click enough. It was sci-fi, definitely. It was sci-fi going on. Joke about, is it Star Wars or Doctor Who for this episode? So going from fantasy on season 1 to go to science fiction on season 2. That's Star Wars. Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I mean, I'm my own Star Wars figure with the Bespin Guard head. Just the hair parts on the other side, just like all the Funkos, like everything else. Hair part on the other side. I do the Superman thing. Hair part on the other side. But just by Dave and Mark reviewing this, and RTD saying, there may not be a season 3, basically. It may be on hiatus again because maybe Disney's not happy with it. If Disney takes over this, remember Fox tried to take over it. Universal. For the TV movie, they try to make American Daleks and this and that and the other things. Say, oh, thank God. Thank God it did not happen. Because remember, they screwed up Red Dwarf. There's a pilot episode of Red Dwarf, the US version. No. I didn't want that to happen. I want that to happen. But no, things that should not be done. Especially with Disney. It was Disney that killed Jim Henson. That's a damn fact. That's a damn known fact. And Frank Oz, when nothing to do with Disney, actually just like, you're out. And of course, what happened? Disney shut down the Muppet 3D show, which was a great thing. And we're supposed to have gone we're supposed to have gone in January, just hop over to MGM Studios. But because we waited over, I know I messaged Kenny. I'm sure I messaged Greg. Over 3 hours for the ride because one of the sections was broken because it's Disney. Things break at Disney and all they want to do is put money into Disney Plus and show off all these things, which, I don't care who you are, what you do. You're nice to me, I'm cool with you. Simple as that. That's the way I am. I just want everyone to be happy with everything. So when I see things at Disney, say, okay, this and that, say, well, whatever. I don't really care. It's like, oh, you care. I don't know. I don't care. I see stains in my underwear. I'm very gassy at work. Just had to tell you that. That's there. Not spilling some tea right there. Just make sure the damn rides are working. Because 3-hour wait for Avatar, I did not feel like jumping on a monorail to go on to see the Muppets one more time because the ride never changed. Sit down, everything else nothing special. The Country Bear Jamboree was a big thing. So that was nice to go back there. And of course, I found the other orange bird. We wanted to go on that dinosaur ride, which they Disney-fied it even more. I think they had a Donald Duck. It was the same ride. I wanted an updated picture for after all these years, but like we had there. It was broken. The ride was broken. So he can go in anytime he wants because he works for Disney. At the exclusive restaurant, which not even he can eat at because he doesn't have the credentials to do so. Say, you can work here, but you can never eat here. You're not special. And it's in Morocco. It's in the Morocco section of Animal Kingdom. That's why now I call him
Morocco Mole. And of course, I'm Secret Squirrel. Because,
Secret, I got a secret. Domo radicato, Mr. Roboto, domo. Is that really true? Okay, I gotta go back here. Let's see. It's good. Greg likes to listen to. If it's on radio, I listen to the radio when I get up in the morning. So for an hour, I turn on the radio. And someday there'll be news like this reporter's last report on January 7th, 1872. So news on but Monday through because it's so early in the morning, it's 20 in the morning when I try to get up. I had to just watch my legs go boom as I'm on the tablet. And it's going Bawoosh. It's like the same 20 songs. And then comes in those little talk show hosts. They're doing this and that. It's like, okay, whatever. Just something in the background. I'm trying to concentrate on Bawoosh and whatever's on Instagram and Messenger. Watching all the videos. So that's the only time I will listen to that. Otherwise, I have the Beatles channel. Sometimes I flip over to Elvis. But for me, my main thing was the Beatles. If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? 'Cause I've been in love before, and I found that love was more than just holding hands. So when I went to Target, they sold out of the Stranger Things Skeletor. I did pick up. I did find him. Or may have found the other one. I did get the Darth Maul. So I looked at it and went, So I like this one over the Mandalorian figure dude. So for a clearance price, I got it. This dude from the Mandalorian, I got him as a 6-inch figure. And this one, I'm going to... What was the thing? You can remove the names off the screen. I know Dave did it. So that's something... Get back to that. Kenny can teach me that, and Dave can teach that too. I'll get to it. So I got this one for $3.89. Really? The hole that's doing it? Is it a hole? There. I got the 6-inch one because my best friend's big. He's a big boy. We're at a convention. We were at Dragon Con one year, the one I actually attended fully, paid for. his dad said he had to go get buy another pair of pants, bigger pair of pants. I've dropped down to 208 pounds, thankfully, because the highest was 215. That's my highest weight, and so I'm trying. A lot of gas at work. I didn't get to drink much of my water because my new mask is too new. So take the thing off, pull the ears out, but it's in the hallway. So I got him the 6-inch version because what's a descendant of the esteemed House Vizsla, brawny warrior Paz Vizsla is protected by the strongest Beskar armor. So when I saw the 6-inch figure, I thought, you know what? That's him. This is him if he was a Star Wars character. Because when he hasn't told me anything. He hasn't said anything I don't ask. Because if I ask, he doesn't tell me anyway about that accident when he was on I-4 getting to work to Disney. 70 miles per hour. He'll probably go 80. And whatever a-hole that totaled his car was going at least 100. And then, afterwards he told me that his dad talked to Morgan & Morgan because the guy is in Orlando. And they didn't want to do anything, but I told him. My dad said, tell him to ask anyway. And I told him that. And he said, well, I was going to ask, what the heck? I was like, I'm the one that told you that, dum-dum. He said it then because he was the one in the accident, said other things, and then, they got a case for him. But he hasn't said anything since. So I'm kind of worried. He never tells me anything, period. But because it's a big dude, and I'm sure everything is fine, because he texted me saying that he got an accident. Never said anything else. It's like, but he's strong to survive. So to me, he is Paz Vizsla. So he gets a 6-inch figure. I'll have the smallest figure, the 3/4 inch figure, to stand next to me on one of my customs. Now, I have a custom, the Bespin guard head. It looks, Asian, looks like me. My old friend said, he looks like you. I said, what? And sadly, that was a figure besides the re-release of, it wasn't Greedo. It was another Alien in the Cantina, where the two figures sitting at Target for $3.20. Like, really? And I bought the figures when I was at the sports bar. I gave everyone a figure of me. It's like, I wish I didn't do that. I would have kept them all. But I have the head on top of on Vader's body, Chewbacca's body, 3PO's body. Episode 2 3PO. I don't think I did episode 2, because the parts came. We can remove the parts and swap them out. Boba Fett, where? So that would mean I'm a clone. That was the whole idea. I was a clone. So it was on the old Boba Fett body. I'm quite sure I could put on a new Boba Fett body if I wanted to. If I saw one, and I probably did see one at the antique mall, which I gotta write this stuff down. I can never remember it. So antique mall. Let's see, Boba Fett, new Boba Fett, antique mall. I'll probably lose his note too. Regeneration 1, trade paperback. That'll look on eBay momentarily. So to me, he is the figure. So I'm glad I got that from that one and Darth Maul from Target. Also, Luden's cough drops. My mom wanted Luden's cough drops. Target had a small bag for $2 and a big bag for $5. I went on the website. It doesn't exist anymore. My store has it for 29 cents more. $2.29 cherry, $2.29 cherry sugar free, $1.29 for a box of 20 cherry. She wanted honey lemon. That one doesn't exist. Good stuff just doesn't exist anymore. So that was that for Target. I got this Roberta Crawford County book. It's got some nice pictures in there, so I'm going to go over that for a view later. As David Mark watched a show this morning, and like I made the comments when I was on the toilet, of course. They're like, Dave said when he was doing. Oh, we're supposed to do another review on Tuesday, so I got to go through that thing, see about that. Oh yeah, Mark, you did watch it twice. Okay. I can make live comments here. So. Oh, you mean for if I was up that early in the morning. Oh, and also you mean that if I kept it charged, then I can make comments on your show on Wednesday nights. But I'm watching the show and then I fall asleep. I don't need to have the phone go burning because it's freaking hot. But yeah, I will watch Kenny's show on Wednesday and fall asleep. And I got through over an hour and a half actually. I got to the point like I turned it on and it came straight to the point when I missed it. Like, right when I stopped, I fell asleep. Like, how did that happen? I did not press pause because it went through the entire video and it stopped. And it was just like the black screen and everything. So I don't know. That was kind of weird. But yes, I could, if I remember. I'm supposed to remember something else and I forgot. But the little short playlist thing, Kenny and I will do that in the near future. Mark said is out of context. I don't know. Mark watched it twice. Exactly. I really want to do a music video for that, but Don Henley would just go, I'm gonna sue you for money, because he doesn't want anything from the Eagles put on there. It's like anything like I was like the Beatles. The Beatles, I would have save the playlist and it'd be gone. Then someone puts it on again, it'd be gone. Like every once in a while, if I thought about it, well, at the time I was trying to hear every Beatles album from the UK, and I did. Then they take it off. Like what the American albums? No, because American albums did what they wanted to. Some from this year, some from that year. Well, the Beatles like this year, then this year, then this year. But that's America for you. And I know I saved songs. Like I couldn't, for the longest time, one of the songs, I don't remember the title anymore. She came from Providence, one in Rhode Island. That song was a long song. I know I mentioned this before. When we came up here, my dad and I came up here to see how the house was. Didn't know the builder was a big old son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Gonna burn in hell for all that lack of work they did put in this house. And we still had a radio station on at the time in Orlando called 98.9 WMMO 98.9. I was backing out of the driveway. I was backing out, because we had the extension poured out, so I was backed out and drove out, and Desperado was playing. Desperado. Just the signal picked up. I'm looking at the station because that was my old car, so just nothing digital. Oh, it had to be digital, for God's sakes. I don't have the old tuner radios. No, it was a digital radio. No satellite radio. So just use regular FM. And also on the screen says 89.9. So there's an 89.9 up here. And play Desperado. And then I went to play Oh my God! All these people, last name, first name James. Sing, good night, all. Good night, sweet baby James. Sunbeams and moonbeams, and my dreams. So rockabye, sweet baby James. I can't think of his name anymore. My God. And it said WMMO. And then the signal was lost. It took us, and when we got into Florida, the signal was still not there because it's Orlando. So it was like 6 hours before I got the signal back for WMMO 89.9. Desperado was playing, one of my favorite songs. And it was like, all the way here in Georgia. Like, how in the hell did that happen? Was it a sign? No, because I go back to Florida every year to go, and you see the cameras on top of the street lights, and the signs saying photo enforced, and then the tolls. I'm going to activate that damn SunPass, I swear to God. And then you get to Daytona. Daytona is like, oh. I mean, they're doing it now for school zones. If you go 26 in a 25 mile per hour zone, you get a ticket. 26. This is how these people are. But then in Florida, people run red lights all the time. They get tickets in the mail. Do they pay them? Oh, of course not. What they can do? Take away the car? I haven't seen it happen. Oh. It is a different world anymore. And it saddens me. It's overcrowdedness. What is with those numbers? 225 and 217. 247. Thank you, James Taylor. Pedro, it's James Taylor. Yeah, that's the thing. When Kenny blocked those kids off of here, I went back and I just banned them. Simple as that. They'll watch the video and they say there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. That's no big deal. If it got some attention, but we didn't talk about, and I didn't know what was going on anyway. But my idea, I didn't click the one I wanted. You biscuit eater. What was that? There's that gum, Orbit gum, and they said cleans a dirty mouth. You lint liquor. As I made the comments afterwards, after watching Dave and Mark watch the episode 1 after 2 hours later, something like that. Like, I wasn't gonna. I'll watch it tomorrow or Monday if it's still available here or there, or if I get through Daily Motion, and then I'll jump on Tuesday to review it. But based on what Mark and Dave had about it, I'm thinking that route too. What number would I give out of 10? We'll see. Is it Star Wars? Is it Doctor Who? I'm not liking that notion there. Yeah, the video, the show has been recorded, and go from there. Because I have no idea. I'll be moderating it for tomorrow's show. If we do one, I'm wanting to have one where Dave is hosting, because Dave is everywhere. Dave is at rathole.ca. He hosts and produced The Legend of Traveling TARDIS. He's on Earth Station Who. He's on Earth Station 1 through mutual friend of ours, Mike Faber, who I call Mark Fuber. because Christian called him Mike Fuber one time. Like, huh? So, okay, your name on Legend of Traveling TARDIS, if you ever come back, as Mark Fuber. And I was never invited to his show because I'm just not that special either. Maybe that's why I created Spill the Geek Tea. Well, because of Mark too. I wanted a show with Mark and I conversing the differences between UK and US versus UK in this and that and the other thing. And then it was bringing in an author we know who's no longer part of the show. And then bringing in someone else from another show because he did a lot of the background images and stuff, and he even hosted one of the shows. And technically it turned into X's of a show for one episode. And so, three of the 5 members of there were on the show. He was upset because he wasn't invited to the memoriam for Simon. But that's not my part on it. I have no idea what was done. No, I was not involved. And then Dave, I said, Dave, if you had time. And of course, now Dave has, once in a while comes on the show. So, and then with, who wanting to have other things, we had a phone number where people could call in and say things. And we had, she wanted to have SAG involved. And I told Christian, he said, no, do not do SAG because the members that were on the show could not be on the show because they were with SAG, and if he had the show with SAG, then he would not be allowed to show the show, to broadcast the show, because there are limitations. You can't do that. You're part of the Screen Access Guild. So he said no, and I had to tell her no. Now we're gonna do all this and that, and then everything came up falling apart. Still blocked me on Instagram. Oh well. And at the end, it's like, well, she got to, go back. And so it leaves me alone in the studio, pondering, thinking. I don't do screenshots anymore. I had, for the first, year I was on the show, I do all these screenshots, and a lot of them were very clear. So I had no idea why I got fuzzy. So I was very clear on all these images until, I don't know. It's strange. Anyway. The ideas were there, just didn't care anymore. But I was thinking Dave would host a show tomorrow of, intro to StreamYard kind of thing. Kenny and I would do it on another time. Because since I want to improve my production here, but this is, Dave is telling Mark and I, this is what he knows, because after all, he produces the rathole.ca, he produces the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, so he's the one that had all these little cinematic things on the bottom of the screen, which I told him to say, please come into here and work the things while you still have the time to do it. No, of course not. It's all, we're there for each other. That's the whole point of it. Except the one who doesn't want to be on the show. Of course, Katie doesn't either, but that's when she has time. She does her cosplay stuff on Sundays. So, Eliza just, she was at the cemetery taking pictures with the wifey. And Eliza had her new bat dress on. A lot of got her bangs going on again. A lot of developments happening. Anyway, but she hasn't replied. Neither has Corey or Allison. Mikey said if he has a Sunday off, as I know. It's still summertime for Eldor, so that's not going to happen for a bit. But not even Thanos Copter or Radical Toys. Hey, Mary's not on here yet. Mary's not on here.
Where's Mary? Mary.
So all I can think of is after we do the Easter episode, next Sunday, live, then we'll have the live show of just generic things of, Greygo's Gourmet, the Book of the Candyman, Spill the Tea, you geek. If anything I find online, like, well, this is what's happening online. The new Spider-Man movie and the X-Men movie. X-Men being in the new Avengers movie. Little things that pop up that we may have missed. I'll play with that idea. And reading from the Kudzu Weekly. So always figure out something to throw out. Something occurred mentioning, of course, Mark mentioned about that helicopter that crashed in the New York Bay. Why did the headline say plane? I'm like, I read it, it's like, but for me, is Americans being stupid and not saying the proper things. I said, read it again. Oh, plane. Oh, that's what you're aiming at. Because it wasn't a plane that crashed into the ocean, into the water. It was a helicopter. Yeah, people do stupid things. A man died from being shot. Or, no, it wasn't. It was a man died after being pronounced dead. I don't know. Something bizarrely stupid. But had like died and dead in the title. Like, what? Who's writing this stuff? Why can't I get their job? Because I would not get fired for that stuff. People are idiots. 777. Okay. Here's trying to find my notes here. I could have sworn I had more. There we go. That's not it either. A customer came in. She spent $90 with food stamps, right? Here it is. I scratched off the name of the store. I scratched off the thing on the bottom. That's the store, but it says Tominator. This woman had a balance due of $90.65. Food stamps came out to $87.16. Ending food stamp balance $2,956. Driving a nice car as well. That whole No Child Left Behind thing. When grade point averages come out, a C, what used to be a C average is now equates to an A average. And a 0 to 20% is a failure. So if you don't show up for school, you failed. If you show up for school and don't do anything, you do a little bit of work, oh, it's 20%, you failed. But anything else, oh, you passed. But then again, it's like Common Core math. What the fuck? What the fuck? I understood one problem with Common Core math, but it's like, who has the time to do that? And people are going to take out a calculator. They try to take out the phones. You can't have your phone at work, so fine, give me a calculator. There's a calculator in Georgia. I'm going to write on a damn piece of paper. Or it's like, oh. But then you get those people that, oh, this is $10 and change. Yeah, they give you that $20 bill, and they go, oh, I have change. The others just say, nope, too late. I'm like, I just give them that look of, what the hell is wrong with you people? There's a guy who works across the street. He's a welder. He has over $5,000 in food stamps. He also has 10 kids, so. The bullying thing, they, oh, you're a nerd because you look like a nerd, you wear glasses. Like, was I pretty much like the Doctor in new season 1? Yeah, very emotional. And then one day I said no. And that's when the anger stuck. I wasn't going to deal with it anymore. I was like, you know what? I knew how to be silly. I knew how to joke around. I did my own thing. I just didn't care. Now before I get to those, I was the grocery manager putting stuff up. I was like there with the buggy trying to get through the damn aisle. And this Gen Y, or not Gen Y, Gen Z, whatever the hell they are. Whatever the hell they are. The ones that get triggered. Comes up to me and goes, when do you change your signs? I said, 15 years ago. Aisle 4. Because sign says Oriental food. Isn't that offensive? I said with a straight face and a mask and a shield and eyes, I'm Oriental and I'm not offended by it. And I walked away. Walked towards the back doors to stalk him. She goes, hey, but isn't that for like Oriental rugs? Isn't that for like rugs or something? I go through the doors. That was it. And I tell my assistant manager, who's also Asian, and because both our mothers, you know. And he goes, yeah, it's like he sees it for non-humans. But I said that joke. I didn't joke. I said, I'm Oriental and I'm not offended. I mean, we have Oriental markets, Oriental rugs. I said, yeah, that's what people go. You go to Oriental. He deems the term for not people. You say they're Asian. Like, well, same difference to me. Because I would say the Scottish don't care and the Irish don't care. It's like, we are not a bunch of wusses. We're not triggered by saying, this one got triggered by the sign saying Oriental foods. Like, I probably got triggered because I walked away. There was I'm on register 5, and for the longest time I had this mobile display. We have put moon pies in it. Of course, now the chocolate is on the bottom, vanilla's in the middle, and the banana's on top. I had it vice versa. Chocolate on top, because I like chocolate. And the bananas on the bottom, making them reach for it. But it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The chocolate on the bottom, vanilla's in the middle, and bananas on top. Just saying. And we have a chain connected to it, because for years I wanted to change because people walk behind me. This idiot decides to walk behind me instead of walking around the registers. And I give her the look like, really? I said that. And she takes a quote from the Bible. Well, change. And I said, I'm Asian, so I don't give a crap about that. I don't give a crap about any of that. So she smiles and talks to my assistant manager, who's also the Asian. I said, he needs to lighten up or something. He didn't tell me exactly, but I didn't curse. It's like, to throw a Bible verse on me, like, you think I care? Oh, you went to Bible school? You paid money to go to a church because they asked you for it and you did it? Like, well, how about the common sense of not walking behind me when there's a freaking chain on the thing? You know, didn't they teach you things like that in kind church? Of course not. It was one of those churches with all dancing and screaming and everything else. Hallelujah. Pass around the plate. I don't know. People are, yeah. I'm omnivert because it goes back and forth, you know. Again, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. I had no idea already. Either I'll keep to myself or start talking tremendously. That's why the show keeps going all the way it does. I mean, I did do Facebook Live until Facebook kept putting me in jail for things that I just copied from Facebook. I said, you like too many things, like, screw you, Facebook. So I took it off my tablet, and Instagram was the only other thing I did. And also, when I was I gained the weight because all these things were happening, and then I also had the tumor going on. Now, thankfully, I'm losing the weight down to 208. My highest was down to 208. I was 200 a while ago, under 200. So these snacks are going to push it again. But I'm going to try to do some snacks on Monday. At least 3 snacks. At least do the drinks too. We do have that chocolate milk that's Twix. Oh, I want to see what Walmart has them for. The Mickey Mouse ice cream, that picture I sent to Greg and to Kenny. The Mickey Mouse ice cream is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I guess it had to be expired. Because it was $10 for a smaller version of the thing. It's like, and it's like $9 anywhere else, but for us it's $10. It's convenience. So it's smaller. And it's like, go to Disney, spend $10 on one alone. So, but I did it at Disney a long time ago. So I think now that it's all chocolate coated, but it harks back to just the chocolate ears and little dots and the smile there for Mickey. It's so tiny, and it's $5 would be the proper price of that thing. So for $9 for those little tiny Mickey Mouse ice creams, no, $5 is reasonable. But now it's gone. The Batman one is still there, and it's been next to Batman is replaced with the $100,000 ice cream bars, which I still remember was a $100,000 bar. $100,000 bar. But they couldn't put down all the zero. We're getting dumber, it seems. Had to be. Because it just had, well, how many zeros you could put on there? I don't know. It's a $100,000 bar. That's what we knew it as. $100,000 bar. Then it went with $100,000. $1,000,000. Yeah. Still love that candy bar. Just, but now it's an ice cream bar. Lord have mercy. I still haven't touched the Hershey thing yet. I hope it's not melted. That's not that melted. The hazelnut is powerful. I did not get to eat the mint one because I already left. So I didn't like a snack on that. That came from Hershey, Pennsylvania. I don't know. My brain doesn't work entirely right. You bring the facts. Well, my American perspective. We all have our unique perspectives. How do you know how I come about with mine? I just say what I do, but the train keeps getting derailed or crossing over and over because I still haven't gone straight to forward to saying I covered GameStop, covered Target, GameStop, UPS store, back to Target. Got Luden's Cough Drops, Cherry. My mom wanted more. I said we'll go to Walmart Tuesday. My brain's all messed up. So my fresh perspective of things, like my unique perspective, my unique cue, I don't know. Like I still haven't done the April display. Just haven't. Monday I was just so. And I set my sights on Monday. What's this? Sunday, but I got so damn depressed. So I set my sights on Monday and I got myself undressed. I can't remember the first word. Sunday at work. I didn't get my schedule. I did get my schedule, didn't I? Yeah, I got my schedule. Or your perspective of this is why I created the show, so I want to do interviews and everyone else can ask the interviews questions. I just want to bring people in because it's hard for me to say and describe things. I mean, you bring about more, I don't know, technical perspective. That's all I can think of. Is that right? You do. It's a Mark brings like a philosophical. I see it as Mark is it's philosophical because he always has the right things to say. Even me being an ordained minister, and I still, just do as I say, don't do as I do. I don't have the right words most of the time because I get to watch TV. Never. My disability is, I once was in a library and I was reading Sherlock Holmes and I fell asleep. It's like, dang, it was Hound of Baskervilles. And then next day I went back and I started reading and finishing anything. But this was like, for me to get the books, I'm so preoccupied with everything else. When I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed. So I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, and I do what people say, but it doesn't mean you ain't in on my mind. Boom, boom. When I keep on thinking about you, sister golden hair surprise. And that's why Kenny's the moderator. And Kenzo, so that'd be fun. Like we'll bring about some topic, and if I will most likely chop it up. I'll have the videos that we'll do a video how long or what to do it. If the videos 5-10 minutes, half an hour, we can just keep everything just certain things, and now put on a playlist. And then once it's shown, then you can share it and create a playlist for your show. So you have all your viewers there and say, this is something that you taught. This is something from Kenzo. He taught this to me and to everyone out there. It's like, oh, I did not know that. So insights, stuff like that. So it makes sense. It's Kenny's playlist with little videos. I will chop up as well and turn to shorts, get it all out there. Very insightful, informative. I mean, stories he tells on Wednesday alone before, getting to the toys, like he always has something else to say. It's like, okay, wow. So I would say Pedro's technical, very informative. Things like, oh, okay. Mark is informative, prophetic. Because we all have our adjectives. A lot of adjectives for all of us, but I was never very good at adjectives. Yeah, I guess see that as like, oh, okay. Oh. Again, when I got on here, I said, aren't I supposed to have a stream going on here? And it didn't say anything. But it got onto everyone else that said I had a stream. And it was waiting, saying, am I on the right channel? I don't know what happened. Because usually I go on here and say, what's coming up. It's on the screen, so I don't know. I'm confused by that. Something happened. And yes, so I deleted off of YouTube. But I don't know what I did. Again, that's how I don't know what I did when I created the Spill the Geek Tea live studio. I went around the long way for a live channel when all I could have just done was go onto the regular channel and hit live. That's what I got on here. This channel is here. Yeah. I do all my video recordings through Logitech, which I am praying that the gadget was wrong, or they've improved it so I can keep my Logitech camera. When I do Windows 11, I get a new camera because thinking Microsoft wants to do that freaking upgrade. Because I still got those. What I got, like 3 months of snacks to take care of here. Definitely 2 months of snacks to take care of. that probably almost expired. Probably has expired. He just couldn't, mentally deal with it. And so I figure if I do a couple, at least 3 of them on Monday, I can still go into the other room and clean. But I really need to. The whole Kenny says it, Greg says it, starts selling one thing. I can't sell this one. This one is going to stand next to the Boba Fett version of me whenever I find him. I use the at the time the deluxe version of Boba Fett. Pop the head off and pop the helmet off. Yeah, it was just pop the helmet off and put the head of me as the Bespin guard on there, and so a Mandalorian with the Mandalorian clone in a Star Wars scene. Because I wasn't gonna buy this, and I was like, wow, $13 down to $3.89. Oh yes, and this is my best friend. Oh my god, that's him as a Star Wars figure. I was odd. I used the Dapole figure. I never painted the hands. I don't really want to paint the hands. I used the Dapole. I still keep saying Dapole. Of Davros with the 2 arms. Yeah. And the head came off easily. Just put my head on there. So that's the picture of me sitting in the broken Davros chair, which was destroyed because the weather ruined it, holding the melted Davros head, came from me as an action figure. And when I try to put the new heads of me on Davros's body, it was just, the material was just too thick and rough. And it was like, I filed a thing down with my nail file. I can still see it. Kind of. The whites on this thing, that's from I can't get it off. That's from the filament. 3D print filament. Me just trying to sand the neck down. So, did I actually wear down my diamond kind of encrusted thing? Probably. I don't doubt it. I think it wore it down, honestly. Because I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah. Because I try to use sanitizer to clean it off. It's coming off. Sanitizer's wiping it down. Okay. And Greg asks questions. We need someone like that. Well, I was kind of wrong. Maybe I'm just wiping it down with, I don't know. Maybe it's coming off. I just didn't think about it. I know the sanitizer ruins my nails, but it's actually cleaning off my nail file. I cannot say. I joked about it on last Tuesday's show. Give me a second. I got to talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. And I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise. I pointed on. I mentioned that I didn't watch Star Wars the holiday special, and I couldn't watch it because of Loopy. So Chewbacca's. Oh my! It ended. And I lost power. I have no more power. Oh well, do it later. And then Guy just talked about. She was a friend of mine. She just died. And Dave was playing with the cameras, switching back and forth. I said, no, it's just you're so strange to me. But I still want to do a review. I still want us to do reviews of the Star Wars. Now, I don't have a Disney Plus talk. I can't talk about The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, because I just don't watch it. The only thing I watched was when Luke appeared on that ship with Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, and saved Grogu's life, or saved Grogu to teach him to be a Jedi. No matter how many times you paint, I try to paint this thing, and the gold is coming through again because the paint came off when I was trying to use baby wipes to get the silver off the foot. So he now has a gold foot and silver leg representing Empire Strikes Back and Return of Jedi. But some of the gold is coming through, so I may have to touch up again. But yeah, again, this is my pre-ultimate 3PO. Silver leg, episode 4, 5, 6. Gold foot, 5 and 6. Brown hand, Ahsoka. Red arm, episode 7. It was in the old books. They were trying to be undercover, trying to avoid the Imperials. 3PO painted himself purple, and Hans noticed he missed a spot because he's trying to paint himself purple and saying, "You missed a spot, Goldenrod." Like, he can't reach on the part of his back. But also, as my friend, his memory too, said, but Chewie died, but his son Lubaka was that whole, was Han's new companion, and Leia lost her legs, so she had robotic legs. He didn't remember that part. He said, "You told me that." Same part is, we went to the Oviedo Mall, and he said that Books A Million is now Borders. I said, Borders? I took a picture. It was B. Dalton. Borders was a parent company to Walden Books. Barnes & Noble was a parent company to B. Dalton. And he said, I didn't say it. I said B. Dalton. So, so whatever. I should have bet you. And it was whatever. That whole, this is why I don't talk to him. The attitude like that. But, so in the old novels, Leia lost her legs and replaced robotic legs. And Luke, of course, the comics as well. He, in Dark Empire 2, the Empire created a new robotic hand for him, but then he kept complaining, saying it's not the same. It doesn't work right. So when he built his own hand, it was right. But then when he became a Sith, he started learning the powers from the cloned Emperor. Just trying to, I don't know, that's how they got Darth Revan later on, because he was a Sith, but he learns the way of the Jedi, or vice versa, so he can flip back and forth and know the ultimate power of the Force. That's what Luke was trying to do before that character was created in Dark Empire 2, and I think I do have the trade paperbacks for those. But he kept saying his hand was wrong. All the money that the Empire has, but it's in his mind, it was wrong because it was through evil people. That mentality, I guess. So, but the comics were there, the books, but again, it's not part of Star Wars anymore. Shadows of the Empire, which was the link between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, one story. Go on. You have many stories, all these things, because that's what Disney wants. So for Disney to give 3PO red arm and doesn't explain it, you had to go find a comic book. And then he goes back to, oh, we have a gold arm again. And then in episode 9, he had red eyes because he turned evil for a moment. But R2 had a backup program, brought him back. But he also had Chewie's bandolier and cross bowcaster. Like, I never watched the sequels a second time. I may have watched episode 7 again. Yeah, parts of it because it was on TNT. But I never watched episode 8, episode 9 again. I just can't. I can't do it. So to see the image of on Ahsoka when he had all gold 3PO and had brown hands. Like, okay. I just happened to have the paint and it worked perfectly. I got everything there. There's a little bit of gold, but little detail, who cares? But that's episode 4, episode 5, 6, episode 7, Ahsoka, Dirty It Up. This is the 3PO that I like the best. My own version. I'm proud of that because it's just a little dirtying up things up, like the TARDIS. I made the War Doctor's TARDIS very easily. Just don't take white paint. Go. Oh, talking about ages again. Okay. Yes, happy belated birthday to friend, moderator, and coming back sooner co-host. Let's see. Oh, I have my list here. StreamYard, adding video clips, core versus advanced, time limits, sharing. Another idea is selling on eBay versus selling on Etsy versus selling on Facebook Marketplace. So little things that be interesting to do. Make a little. Again, we're not going to go for our show. It's just the two of us talking and retaining his picture. Because so far, again, Eliza was in one show. Girl's just busy. Katie was on one show with Eliza, so that's why they're still on there. And putting Pedro in there, mix it around a bit. So removing Legends of Traveling TARDIS. Mikey will pop in when he can, and see who else that I want to put in. It's not that I put back the banner for that comic creator, and since we'll be doing live primarily again, I just figure if we do a recorded video tomorrow, I can have Dave host it because Dave has not hosted a show yet. And he hosts the Legend Traveling TARDIS. And it'd just be easy to do. Saying, here's some StreamYard 101. And Mark will be on the show. Because I'm trying to lead that to something. Because when I watched for watching them, their faces as they watch the video, like that kind of confuses me, this whole watch party thing. Because I was part of a watch party before, and something happened. The music was not playing, so I kept going backwards and backwards. Something happened. I'm panicking here. It was from Power of the Doctor. We did Power of the Doctor, and the song Rasputin. It was copyrighted, so it could not be played on Daily Motion. I thought my sound went off. No, they just took the song off. So I'm going to try to do the watch, and do the review on Tuesday. So we'll see how that goes. Which makes me want to watch. Makes me watch it. I'll watch it one time. See how it goes. Give that rating of 1 to 10. But listening to what Dave and Mark said this morning, watching them, I was like, So better than season 1. I mean, season 1, I was kind of like trying to fit in with the group that we had, giving it that, but my reviews weren't great, and I was mocked by that by someone else from another show. And when I said that to him, he said, "Don't put words in my mouth." I was like, I'm not. I'm just saying, This is what was said by you, and you're trying to make me be a better reviewer. And that was his goal. And I started doing that, and that's when, see a smile on his face because I was more articulate with what I was saying. I was kind of like backed up a bit. But to watch this now and do a review, yes, I can be like not reading off Wikipedia or anything else. So I'm gonna try it. With all these derelictions, there's down the side road where these people have their own little cemetery in their side yard. They had a good old wrong voice. They had their yard sale, and you can see the type of people that went there. That's the, can't really have good garage sales more because they see all the stuff you got and then what else they got? This is nothing. Salt versus cat litter for messes. Salt was used to clean up spilling of liquid Tide instead of cat litter. I don't know. That's what the manager said. It says nothing huge cleanup. Coarseness of the salt or the liquid soap, why not both? Because it ate up the floor wax. So was it the salt, the coarseness of the salt that rubbed so much ate the floor wax, or was it the liquid Tide that ate the floor wax, or was it both? I don't know. I wrote that down because there was an idiot that did it. Idiot savant. Okay, here's one. Large woman grabs a gallon of milk, showed 99 cents reduced. Expecting to get it for free using WIC, a government program. I said, this is not part of WIC.
Why not? I get WIC.
You see it says 99-cent sticker, it says reduced. That's our sticker on top of the product.
But you don't have it ever.
So I called over one and got the other one, and he pulled out the milk because she did not want to pay 99 cents plus tax. She did not want to pay $1.04 from a gallon of milk. She wanted the $4.89 one that would be given to her for free through the government program using our taxpaying dollars. Well, of course, I also bring about, why is it that people are allowed to use food stamps to get birthday cakes, sodas, chips, all this junk food when it's a supplemental income? But then again, we have a woman that has, after $87.16 free food, which incorporates lots of cereal, which is not good for you, Keebler fudge stripes, powdered donuts, frosted donuts, handicapped fries hot, a bunch of pies, tuna fish, yogurt, Gushers, roll-ups, string cheese. So $90 free, still has almost $3,000 left in food stamps. While the guy that works across the street is a welder. He has 10 kids, so he has $5,000 in food stamps. I mean, can we put some rules on these people not having all these kids? Because, we have a house being built down the road, closer to the new power plant that's been put up. Power junction, conjunction, what's your function? 3-bedroom, 2-bath is selling for $400,000. Today's rates. Really? And it's sale pending. So to go into that much debt for a small house, there's just no place to live anymore. Everything else is run down, degradations, and the same thing in Florida. It's been that way. Same thing in California. Same thing in New York. Same thing in Texas. It's everything just There was one very redneckish thing. I think I mentioned too. I was ringing up a customer. Are you still open? Yes. Then she comes up and looks at the light. I don't see your light on. It's like, why would I have the light on when you just asked me if I was open or not? Let's change the subject. Those leave baskets and carts at the register. Someone just put it on the floor. It's like, you can hand that to me. I'll put it back where it belongs. Then I go over, slam the basket. Like, well, if you put it back in the first place, I wouldn't have to do that. Let's see. I said to the one woman in deli, older lady, nice. I said I want 1/4 pound of German bologna, slice number 1. I pointed to the cart. She started cutting, proceeded to cut to almost a full pound. I was like, she was at point. I was at 0.91. I said, oh, that's okay. That's okay. 1/4 pound. And even before I had the mask, before all the pandemic, I would say I want 1/4 pound. They started 1/2 pound. It's like, no, I said 1/4 pound. I could have just let it go. I let it go now, because I ate some. I just take a big chunk of German bologna. So now it's probably under 1/2 pound now. But since I had 2 corn dogs, 2 egg rolls, 2 corn dogs, 2 egg rolls. These little nice garlicky sauced piece of garlic I got from Ross. So delicious. I was like, oh. So I had some of that too. And 7 o'clock. No, I'm going to do a video because it's closer to bed. I don't want to have too much sugar. I want those sleepy. So, but also with that German bologna, I just took like chunk. I had, she gave me 6 cheese sticks for $1.99. So I guess that was okay. So I said, "Would you want small cheese sticks?" And I saw the cup is at $2.99. I was like, what am I getting myself into? She gave me 6 cheese sticks for $1.99 and a German bologna. So I had that for a snack. And then come home, I don't even what. Oh, I had a turkey burger from Jenny O. My dad's infatuated with that. Well, it tastes like turkey. Like, probably not. Probably full of plastic. You never know. And now that I got that done. But people would, all this money, food stamps, lying, those that give it to them, let them be fired. I'm struggling away. If I could sell everything I got, I will be a millionaire. Millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. But here's another one. Okay. I don't know when I wrote this one. It must have been yesterday. It had to be yesterday. Okay. First customer, $12 total. Gives me a $100 bill. 7 o'clock in the morning. A-hole. Second one. Try to walk between registers, but I have chains up. I asked for the chains until someone actually tried to steal a full buggy full of food. That's the only happened when manager got those chains up. And still these a-holes will move the chains themselves or jump over. I just give them a look like, what the? And I get told, don't say anything. Like, that's why I mumble under the mask. That's why I wear the mask so people can't see my face when I just get so freaking angry. But that's going to be the selling stuff. I want that to be an episode of Kenzo, to say, well, what's the difference? Because I know people that sold on Marketplace, sold on Amazon, sold on eBay, sold on Etsy. One guy, he went to Etsy to sell stuff and he had to raise the price on the stuff until he was able to get back to eBay. But when he did get back to eBay, he's gone again. It's like, I didn't need any more of those saddle harnesses, but I did tell an acquaintance of Kenny and I about it, of course, but then he sold all his stuff, so it didn't make a difference. So I didn't know Kenny yet. And those little harness things for the Battle Cat and Panther are so awesome. But I bought enough Battle Cats and Panthers that I don't need anymore. And then one time he sent me because it has the way it's designed, you can hold weapons and such, and even has hooks on it. He gave me one of the blaster side blaster gun. I said I'm going to order another one because I want another one so I can put on the other side of Battle Cat. So pew pew. But again, they're all mixed up in the boxes, everything else. Eventually, one day, but stuff I want to display, all the different He-Man figures, different Skeletor figures with the versions of Battle Cat. I mean, my request of a Mondo Battle Cat helmet for Origins with the shin guards, and also that gold-looking Jaguar, sharp, pointy teeth alternate helmet for Panther. Just use on regular Panther. Because I got the one from Hebro. And then when Hebro made his, then we saw Mondo copied. And Mondo made that other helmet. Like, whoa. Those would be awesome to be on Origins, but he never made any other ones. And I haven't seen any new videos yet because he talked about a few weeks ago people asked him about a Origin style Battle Cat helmet for Masterverse Battle Cat. That's why I got the Battle Cat there. And also some people have been showing Battle Cat and Panther from Masterverse for their Origins, He-Man and Skeletor, which makes sense. Based on which cartoon you're watching. The cats have gone bigger, so put an Origins character on a Masterverse cat. So now I have both. Because all the ideas. Oh yeah, so the second one tries to walk between registers, finds that it can't. Then ask about, do we have gift cards for other stores? People constantly ask, do we have gift cards for other stores? No, we don't. Where are your batteries? Or what did Bestie say? I said it before. Bestie said, aisle 2, the person was standing near her, and she was at aisle 11, basically. And she tells the woman aisle 2. The woman turns her head to the back, looking back towards aisle 15. And Bessie said, no, the other way. And again, today's one that got triggered when she saw the sign which said Oriental Foods, and she got triggered by, is that offensive? And me not giving a flying fart because I'm Generation X. I say, well, I'm Oriental, I'm not offended. On Tuesday's episode, when I was talking about the Star Wars thing, and then Gadget started yelling at me, and they're flipping back camera, and I said, something. I said, you know how old I am, but none of them do. And of course, the camera's right here. I'm looking down this way. I hear Dave and Christian giggle. Did she say? Did she put up her fingers? I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't go back and watch. She could have said something for them to giggle. She probably did say how old I was, but I don't reveal it. Age is just a number. My number's disconnected. No. I'd be dead. Age is just a number, and my number's unlisted. Boing. The hell out of that wax come out of my ear. That's kind of nasty. Okay, let's see here. Wusa. So here's the third one. truck driver. I mean, not a normal tractor trailer, not like Optimus Prime. It was an extended tractor trailer. So like God Jinrai, when he had his trailer and he had the extra one that transformed to a robot, but then can transform to add him as battle armor. So we called. Then eventually, for American purposes, they said in Transformers Headmasters there was a Transformer that looked like Optimus Prime, and the idea was it was supposed to be Optimus Prime's body. They were going to replace somehow put his soul back into this new body, which ultimately did happen in the comic at the end of the line. At the end of the line, the good guys had this special orb thingy, and they put into the dead body of Optimus, and he came back into a super form, super convoy, star convoy, sorry. And this evil villain, which they wanted to have as Unicron, but they changed it to this ultimate character, this other character, took the dead Galvatron, reverted him back to Megatron, and then the good guys destroyed Megatron. But then this thing took over Megatron's body, and so Megatron was brought back into Super Megatron and was destroyed. But then this evil entity took over Super Megatron's body and made him Ultra Megatron. And so at this point, it took the Battle Stars and Optimus Prime, who was now super duper with a huge ass trailer, because now the robot could combine, was part of the trailer, much like with the combiners and stuff like that, and was able to destroy Megatron once and for all, and this Dark Nova character. But through Headmasters, it was supposed to have been, this body was supposed to be delivered and somehow stolen, but then Power Master was created, so it was not Optimus Prime, but they called him Jinrai because it was just a body. It didn't have to have a soul or brain to it. So these humans that put on these things and transform to Power Masters or Headmasters, and in the Japanese Headmasters version, it was Transformers that were reduced to small size, and they had their exo suits to make them bigger. So that was Headmasters. What was this one? Victory? No, Master Force. This was Master Force. So taking Headmasters, but going to Master Force, which included Headmasters and Power Masters and Pretenders. So, and then towards the end, the transforming robots became sentient, and then they ventured off. So all the humans were able to stay on Earth and live happily ever after. But then God Jinrai came back and is all sentient and tried to just beat up someone, and they got killed. It's like, you just defeated your worst enemy with Apex armor or roller or bomber, or however they called him in Japanese tale, and you became super and everything else. You beat the bad guy who had 2 Power Masters, but you come back into another series and then you're killed off and reformatted with the Transformer that was killed off in the movie Wheeljack, but was not known in Japan because they never saw the movie. And I understand it's just weird. But, and the sad part is, well, these damn tariffs, even though it's a Japanese toy, are we going to see 174% now with China? I mean, it's a Japanese toy, but it's made in China. You know, I want Star Optimus Prime because it is the less blocky version of the original one, and I have the bootleg of the original one, Star Convoy. So I really would like this thing, but $140 was like, Urgh. So now if it's 200, bunk that. No,
Way in here.
I'll keep my original blocky knockoff, which was exactly the same as the original one, over the super spectacular. I really wanted a version, but not going to happen for that. I even wanted to go on sale before I get it, thing to go with my Ultra Megatron. But fine. I have the little PVC ones they made that I remember going to once upon a toy store in Disney, downtown Disney, now Disney Springs. I just get little PVC figures. So I got and mixed them in with the decoy ones, which I got a few of those, just to have set up around the cities, the Metroplex, Trypticon combiners that turn into their third modes of just, repair bays or platforms. Take the pictures, take tons of pictures all the way around. Go, look at this, and say, okay, this is for sale. This is for sale. It's like for Batman anime series, I got the Wayne Manor, just the front of it closed up, so the front and the back. I used every single figure from anime series that was available, and 2 customs. Batman on the Batcycle, that was a unique one, and as everything was round, I just have that beautiful picture, and just use that as part of saying, well, that's for sale, that's for sale, that's for sale. That's my ultimate goal, just tons and tons of pictures, as I had the good memories of having that stuff there, and then saying, there, I'm done, let someone else enjoy it. Then back to the trailer. 2.5 hours. Oh my god, I really gotta cut this down. So not a regular trailer, but an extended trailer. This guy was driving through the front parking lot, weaving between cars. Basically, around the cars, and then trying to make a short, sharp turn around the car. Like, what the hell are these people allowed to do that for? Where's the cop when you need one? Like, this douchebag should be driving on the outside. I don't care if they run into someone trying to get to the freaking ATM. Don't be weaving through the damn parking lot. I go fart walking. I don't even write it down. Oh, walking between registers, a-holes. Getting in car and tractor trailer giving me enough room. Oh, and then when I was trying to get to work one morning, some a-hole with his barbecue sauce was parked right next to the docking bay. And then the other a-hole was in a tractor trailer. So there's enough room for me to go zoom past to get to my parking spot in the back. So people are just garbage. I feel better. I feel a lot better now. So let's see. Walk between registers while I'm standing there. No words. Sees me doing something. And another. Oh yeah. So another morning, Biak, standing at the register, walks in front of me like a hole. He could have walked around. Lights on, everything else, no chain. I'm putting up the tag saying who the baggers are. The dumb piece of filth follows me over there. It's like, no, over there. Light on, no close sign, no chain. Where I was standing. Too busy texting. Then it's like,
could you put my phone number in?
It's like, how about get off your damn phone and do it your damn self? But no, too stupid. And then food stamps. So, $310.20 left of food stamps. So the BS of things like that, approved. No one deserves thousands of dollars in food stamps. No one. There are people that can't even get $10. And they talk about it. It's like, trying their best to live, they can't get anything. So I did write down, I'm going to see if I can find, if they still had it. I know they had the new, I look on eBay too, the new Boba Fett. in his Tuscan Raider garment with his old armor put on top of it. And just, I don't think I could do that because at the time, it was before Revenge of the Sith, is when they had just, put the head down, long neck and onto the body. They changed it so they had the ball joint, so we can do all these nice things, swirl the head back and forth and all the thing. I can't do that on the old figures. I need to find, on the new figures, I need to find an old figure that I just pop the head down onto the body. Which I know I did that retro. But the retro is the old Kenner type. So I need, and not the old Kenner style, not the Power of the Force 2, which is all big and bulky and monkey Leia, but Power of the Jedi. That was it. Power of the Jedi, episode 1, episode 2, anything before episode 3. That's the style I need, but they don't make those anymore. So I will look and see if I can find it. But I doubt it. But I did write down again Regeneration 1 trade paperbacks because they went to, it's like, I don't know, less than a dozen issues. And they went with the hardcover for like 3 stories and 3 stories and 3 stories, charging people that much money. It's like, I may have missed out one issue. I don't remember, honestly, because it was depending on someone to get it for me. You depend on someone say, "Oh, they take care of it," and then they don't, and then they lie and say, "Well, I said it was a B Dalton." No, you didn't. You said it was Borders. So whatever. It's like, thanks a lot for that. So much. Like, do I want to do a review on R2 Bunny? Probably. I mean, it's me. I can. This one I chose that I'm going to cut. I'm going to open it. I'm going to take the box cutter and open it. My pastel, which honestly, I think I accept pastel for myself personally. Just saying, for myself. And read a whole thing. Disneyland Paris. Oh, DisneyStore.com, DisneyStore.eu, DisneyStore.jp, DisneylandParis.com. Wow. I tell you, recycle. So I do this whole thing, and he will be up on display because it's the first time they had pointy ears. But I'm most likely open up Death's Head. Darth Maul, I want to keep that in a package because it's, I like it. I would have honestly preferred a hologram Vader. That would be and a hologram Emperor. Just to do that cool stuff. I mean, hologram Darth Maul is nice. I grabbed because it was $10. The hologram Mandalorian, because it was also clearanced. But because Kenny got Commander Cody. I don't want to spend $25 on a Star Wars figure. Now, when I got that figure when it was less articulated for like $5 back in the day when it was Revenge of the Sith. But I did find figures, here and there. But Jay talked about that. It's like that R2D2 with all these things and paying that much. I haven't seen it though either. My Walmart didn't have any. But to have an Emperor go, Commander Cody, Order 66. Before I forget it, I'm going to write it down, see if I can find Holocron Collection. Holocron. I just don't want to lose a signal. Well, let's see. Let's do that whole thing there. Let's make a 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. Let's see here. Star Wars. Holocron. Holocom. Oh, they made a Vader. $28. Let's put this on the screen. Shall we? Okay, let me see here. Clear protector only, toy not included. They want $14 for a freaking. It's wrong screen. I'm clicking on the thing. It's $14 for a case, and I'm can I? Is it showing there? It's not showing there. Okay. Let's try switching to another screen here. I'm just keeping that tips up because I wanted to make sure. There we go. He's using that blue transparent. I don't. Especially $28. That's the cheapest one. Is $28 for a Holocom Collection Vader, and I am not impressed with it. That, yes, that looks amazing. I like the way that picture looks. That, I would say yes. That is a no-no. Well, they're going with episode 4 as well, putting it over. But why does it look like that? Can I have a bigger screen? I don't know if it's working right. Escape. You got the full screen on this thing. I don't. The things I need. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That is the one I want. That is the Vader. So it looks like that. But they added that. Like, I guess that can be removed. It doesn't. I don't know. That's the one I want, and that's the one they show. You don't $28. $28 too. Now someone is selling. Did it switch over? I don't know if it switched over. Oh, it's got it switching? Did it switching? I don't know if I switched it. I don't know what I'm doing here. A 3-hour tour. So you got the Vader. It's the way the cape is like, I don't understand this. Someone is selling Holocom Collection and New Hope Darth Vader figures for $30, $9 shipping. So 2 figures. Selling 2 figures for $30, say $40, $20 a figure, and loose. I mean, for $20 a figure, yes. For this to be in a box, I'm going to make the offer. I'm going to say, I'm going to put 24. $4 off. $25.92. That showed it, didn't. I don't care. It's a P.O. box. Offer sent. It's not the home address, it's a P.O. box. P.O. Box 9847. P.O. Box 9847. I'm not liking what I'm typing. Throw it all away. But the pictures, it's Is this what showed up? No, that one didn't show up. Okay, I gotta switch to this one. I want to switch to another video. There's another one on here which has a nicer picture. Why couldn't they do... Is that it? That's not it. That's the one I'm looking at. The two figures. So I just don't like that cape thing. It looks weird. Stop sharing. I want to go to the other picture I saw. Not that one. It's the one. That one looks much more better. Because they're using the black. So production pictures, you know. Of course, the dude wants 20. He's in Denver. The dude wants $28 plus $20 shipping. Can you go find your discount store has 98.6% positive? Tell this dude in Denver he's a douche trying to do $20 in shipping. See, the picture looks like that. Is this production stills? It has to be production stills because I like the way that looks much better. It's black. And I got the light on there. I like the production better than I do that other one with the whole glow in the dark thing. Or the new style transparency, which they did for. Let's just bring up that one again. The blue, it looks weird. I'm still gonna get it. It's a Vader. I mean, it's a 6-inch Vader, and that's a cool Vader. This represents episode 4. To me, it was just Esther's sort of trying to do make that ghost appearance. But I would have honestly gone with a black, more see-through, transparent black over that, because he just, to me, looks wiggity whack. The 40, so $20 per figure, which is a good thing. It is a good thing. The price is a good thing. But seeing the production stills of how it was to be, that's what gets my goat. Star Wars series Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader, the hand, removable hand, the mask and helmet. Take off my mask. I want to see you with my own eyes. I'm Sean Connery as Darth Vader. So let's close that one out. Stop screen. Because to have it in the box, uniqueness. So I will save this. I'm gonna add it to my watch list, and if they knock down a couple bucks, then I see it's knocking off a couple bucks from shipping. So I'm good with that. A lot of times I put things on the list and go, well, we'll give you the discount for that. I just put the bid down for the one, and they can reject it easily. So I marked it $4 less than what he had. So the other one is loose, $20. Thing. Whatever, display it. We'll see. It's on my watch list. Emperor. What they should have made was a holocron, which there is no holocron Emperor. I got that. Oh, someone made a hollow table for the Black Series. So you can use those figures. Like the, what's her name? I passed on her because she was full price at Target. Someone actually made a hollow table specifically for the figures. So that is someone who wants to do that. Yeah, that's Unique. You know, that's unique. That makes sense to me. Katie.
Figures not included.
So, yeah, for $35, someone has it's in 7 cards. Whoa. Here we go. There's one for Vader. Someone made a Hasbro Black Series Holocom table 3D print for $25. And it's a Sith version.
It's for the Sith.
Wait a minute, what's the difference here? What is the difference? The one for the other one with Katie, designed by Lance Peter Lucas, stunning 3D print diorama. The one that had Katie Sackhoff on it, they're trying to sell for $35, but that's through Cosmic Force 3D prints. But through Monty Toy Photos, he's selling for $25, and he's got Vader on it. But this is loose. I don't get this. The Vader. So that one is $35, but the other dude is selling his for less, and that's it. This Vader has the black. That's the Vader I want. The black. That's the beautiful. Beautiful people. There's 86 available. Scaled for the Black Series. You know. How he had that one? How is that even possible? Let's just add to watch list. Because he still has 86 of them. I do not understand how this is going on. How is it these guys have the Vader I want, but everyone has the Vader with the light blue cape instead? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I pay like $10 for that Darth Maul. The highest or the average price is like $30. Like, whoa! And that other dude, the Mandalorian dude, is like $22. I don't. Sometimes the production ones are so much better than what they come out with, because everything I'm seeing here is that. See, what did they come out with? Oh, someone's going with a Holocom collection. $90 or best offer. A Han, Mandalorian, the Vader with the blue thing, Ahsoka. Can't tell. Another Mandalorian and Darth Maul. Okay. I just don't understand. And why did they not make an Emperor? That's driving me nuts. Okay. Because it's blue. It's a blue cape. It's not black. It's not that thin black. It's the thin blue. And I hope so. Because that was one that was loose and it was a blue cape. It's like, It's a light TARDIS blue, and I wanted it to be black because it's Vader's black. For God's sakes. It's remember when they did it for Obi-Wan, they're trying to say,
This is a transparent. I'm the ghost now.
because Ghost is supposed to be, and the holograms are blue. Yes. So when you see Vader in the movie, it is that shade of blue. But the black one, to me, is the prototype, and how the other guy got a prototype with, and he made the 3D base. That's what I want. So that's what I see it, because it's Vader's black, not. But they're all blue. You got to put it with the light. It makes sense. You got to see the blue into it. But I can see it for Darth Maul because of the hologram. But when I want my Vader, I want my Vader blue. It's just being picky. Picky. I put the bid down. It's like, if I get, then I'll sell it. I just hold on because it's Vader. I like Vader. It's not the Vader I want. Kenny likes it. But if they made, which they screwed up on, they should have made the Emperor. Because then everyone can be their own Commander Cody. And that was the thing. That's the base. Commander Cody. Execute Order 66. And that would have been spectacular. But Hasbro screwed up. I'm hoping they do not screw up with She-Hulk, which is coming out in 2 weeks. And sadly, I'll be at work. And I'll bring the phone. I had to log in, everything. Keep my phone with me, keep the other phone, and I'll see what I can within the time period of getting to the restroom. I'll go in the stall and go make the noises, go by using the making sure if I can turn on that damn Wi-Fi. Keep getting turned off when I was doing it. I want the She-Hulk. I would love to get She-Hulk. And she was in Secret Wars 2. Number 2. And they do show the blue highlights, not black with white, but they did the blue shading to it, so I don't know. A lot of the covers, there's a cover in here that's Spider-Man wearing black. And when you get into reading the comic, it was number 2. He's wearing the black costume. But nowhere in the comic is he wearing the black outfit. He's wearing his old red and blue, which originally was red and black. But for comic print and everything, they changed it red and blue. And that's why Hulk, because he was gray originally, is just too much ink or something, so they made him green. But they do show the blue highlights, I guess, for Fantastic Four. With a lot of shading. Then you look at some images here and there, it's like, okay, it is the white highlights with a blue outfit. Even though in Secret Wars it looked like it was black with white. Because they had the blue with black. And then look, is it black with white? No, it's actually blue with white, but they added the black shading to it. So it's blue, okay. So we'll stick with that. And again, it's Spidey is wearing his red and blue. He's not wearing black, but on the cover, he's wearing black. He's wearing his black outfit. And then I was flipping through this here and it's like, so I really got to read it. stuff from the 80s, the way the Prince drawings were made. It's kind of like, oh my goodness. And just trying to focus on where's Spidey wearing black again? He does wear black again. Later on, like, okay, kind of, I'm losing focus. Sting comes back. Yeah. It's always, you put something on the cover, you bring someone in, it's like, wait a minute, that didn't happen. It didn't. Spidey was not wearing black. He was wearing red. And then all of a sudden, he wears a black costume. So maybe they describe it in there or something. It's just... And then, of course, they do show another Iron Man when Iron Man went to the red and silver armor, and Rhodey was still wearing the red and gold armor. But I kept thinking, well, if I got the Secret Wars Iron Man, it's like, it's the wrong one. It's not the right one. And Captain America gets a broken shield, which is pretty cool because it did happen. But again, only thing I got from Secret Wars was number 8 because I like Spider-Man in the black costume. And I got Titania because the first time they released a female figure. So from all this, like I said, this is it's only cost me $4. Not really for me to do a review on. It's like, it's just for now, I'm just keeping it here so I don't lose any parts like I did with Spider-Man. But ultimately, that would go with my clone figures of me from Star Wars, and yep, that's my best friend. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's my best friend. Because he survived a car accident. Some a-hole, most likely driving 100 miles per hour down I-4, totaling his car, only injuring his back. And for him to survive, yes, he is Paz with his strongest Beskar armor. Now, with the rocket thing there, no. This line of figures from this line of Disney figures with the extra parts, like Kenner did. What I have with that, probably what I have with that piece on there, because Kenner always had those extra pieces. I saw a Vader figure, and it was full price. They had Vader with just, it's a $5 figure that they're selling for $8. Target. With the regular lightsaber, and then it had one Epic Force where it had like, the effects are surrounding the lightsaber, which was interesting. It wasn't $8 interesting. Otherwise, just keep them with their regular lightsaber. It's no big deal. Yeah, if $5, you get that one. But Target did not lower the price. Walmart got rid of them, like the Dark Trooper figure, which was this $20 figure, and someone said, well, through the Disney line of figures with no real articulation, you could get the Dark Trooper for $5 to $8. Over $10 more that can bend arms and do all these things, YMCA crap. A decent figure, I think it was a little bit shorter, for $5 compared to $18. But again, Walmart stopped selling those. I think Walmart's, my 2 Walmarts, 3 out of 4 Walmarts, they still have Masters of the Universe, and they went into the Turtles line. But the one here, one there, they stopped selling this stuff. Like, I don't know. Oh, Thank you, Pedro. Have fun. Again, I babbled on. Now I'm down to 2 people. Wow. 2 people in 3 hour stream. Okay, 3 hours is good enough. I wrote my notes. I still didn't go on eBay to do my thing. I did not go on eBay to look for one thing I was looking for. I don't want to go on YouTube. I want to go on eBay. I think Mr. Home Arcade did something. I'll look in a moment. Regeneration 1. Transformers Regeneration 1. Volume 1. Transformers Regeneration 1, Volume 1, second print, $36 and $5, $6 shipping. Volume 2, $40. Volume 4, $50. I don't want escalation. I just want Regeneration 1. They made... Oh my god. Okay, these are the separate issues. Transformers Regeneration 1, 0. 81 through 100. Full set, 2013 IDW A/B subcovers 0 to 100. $180. I don't want subcovers. I just wanted a nice... Oh, and then there was Regeneration 1 80.5, which is free comic book day. I just want a nice trade paperback. But they made 4 trade paperbacks from 81 to 100. That could have been just one big trade paperback for the price of $40, which is a normal price for that stuff. But now it's 2013 issues, and it's all, and they would have volume 3. They go volume 1, 2, and 4, and they want $40 or more for just the one. And they're second printing, and it's from Australia. That's what happened to me last time when I looked and that volume 1, and it's paper. It is paper. I thought it was a freaking hardback. It's not even a hardback. It's a freaking paperback. And I mean, it was, oh my word, it was $20 each. They were $20 each. And now they're going for double the price. And it was in 4 freaking volumes. $80. $80. I just want Regeneration 1, 80.5, 0, 81 to 100 in a nice trade paperback for $40. That's all I want. But I can't get that because they want $40 per volume, and there's no volume 3 available. That is disgusting. And honestly, I don't remember. I have majority of issues. Maybe I have them all. Maybe I'm missing one. I actually had to go back to 10 years to see it because I want to have the whole thing together. Generation 1, number 100 sub, cover A. I mean, the free comic book day for 1. They went $5 plus shipping. Here we go. 0, not 80.5, but 0, 81, 82, 83, 89, 94, 96. They went $30. It's just a nice trade paperback, so I can flip through the whole thing. Oh, this is pretty cool. And what do they do? $20 for 19 comics. Made 4 volumes out of it. That's disgusting. That's sad, disgusting thing. That's just silly. Well, that takes care of that. I don't need Regeneration 1 trade paperback because I didn't want to spend $20 on a volume in the first place when I just wanted one freaking trade paperback. I mean, how can I see 81 to 100 plus a free comic plus a 0? When 12 issues, I got this thing for $30. It's a sad world. So, I don't know. 3 hours is long enough. Down to 2 peoples. And it actually says on here 1 peoples on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch. Even though I have 2 peoples on YouTube, but it's not saying that. It says I have 1 person on YouTube. So I don't get it. And can't post comments to some destinations. I don't know why that's happening there. So things I would question. So I put out the thing to say no one on the toy crew has jumped on. Besides Mikey and Eldor, just they say the same thing when they can. I understand that, but none of the others want to be involved. None of the girls want to be involved. And I want to do a perspective from things. I want Dave to host tomorrow night. I like my rings. I really like my rings. My cosplay rings. Dave hosts tomorrow night. Intro to StreamYard, part 1. So his point of view. And then when Kenny and I do some videos, that'll be one as well. So I'll title that Intro to StreamYard Part 2.
From another point of view.
Have Jay come in for another episode, and say that'll be Part 3. So everyone that has StreamYard and just do the videos, So either Kenny and I do Part 2 or we do Part 3. Because I just don't want any confliction with hosts. Because Jay's hosted a couple times. Mark's now hosted twice. Mark said something on the show this morning. And of course, it pops in my head like, Dave is not available one day. And so that lit up light bulb on Mark's head, and of course mine as well. So, I know, and that's what this whole idea is about. To be able to do it, I would say hell yes, because you had other people host before. I mean, my little chance of producing, I boogered because they won't let me produce it. Legend Travel Artist. And I got to say one thing while I was reading Greg's comment about 6.6 out of 10 on timescales. So I got to say that. I got to my little take control for that moment. But no hosting, just a little thing there. I never said I wanted to host Legend Travel Artist. Because I have the videos, I have Tasty Talk with Tasty Cake, I have Spill the Geek Tea, and co-hosting on the timescales. If I was awake enough to jump in on Oz's show on a Saturday night, just saying, come in and say hi. Show off the toys like I normally do. So, what kind of toys you got? I got this toy. I got this. I'm going to open up because Ken keeps saying, open it. So, like, I don't know. I don't even think I'd, I don't know. Probably not. I probably wouldn't. I just don't know. I'm content with what I have here. To jump on other people's shows and time scales. We're just, we're talking about food or something, or I'll just be part of it. I would probably feel awkward on that. If there was like, I don't know, would figure out something. If the Master of the Universe thing, if there was a time I could, well, I do have off May 1st, Thursday, because I'd be working. I had to switch to one time only with one of the senior cashiers. Because I guess she's got to take her landlady to the doctor. So I'll actually be up and available for Kenny's show on a Wednesday on the computer. Say I'm off Thursday, so I get to sleep late. So if there's something we have, to show off, something we both have, and compared this and that. So maybe if I'm invited. Or opening a figure that I haven't opened up yet. Maybe open up Death's Head. Save opening up Death's Head for if I'm invited on Kenny's show on a Wednesday night. I'd say, well, the comparisons. I have the HeroClix version of this. I've got a custom one in his green outfit I got for eBay, which has a display. I have the Transformer version. Face is slightly different. You tell by the eyes. It doesn't have the eyes we are. It's more robotic. It's like if you count this as like an android, the other one is a Transformer. They transform to a ship. So it's unique, but it was also in the green colors, which they never made in that. So they made the blue one because this was the original idea. I see him switching out. This is his main outfit, but he also had the green outfit, which was seen with Seventh Doctor and Doctor Who magazine. And because he was fighting the Transformers first, then he was trying to deal with the Seventh Doctor, still scaling over him. So if the Doctor is a 3/4 inch scale figure, he's 8-inch scale figure. Kind of thing. Big old dude. Why shouldn't he be that? Because in the next issue, he's fighting against the Fantastic Four. So Doctor is like Seventh Doctor's like 5-something. Sylvester's short dude. Sylvester's like 5, under 5'5", let's say Michael J. Fox size. And so you get him against a 7-foot tall bounty hunter at the highest. Yeah, that's about it. Well, can put him against this 8-inch scale, 7-inch scale, this size figure against yeah. He'd be fighting against the Fantastic Four and stuff like that. So yeah. 7 inches above. This is what it looked like today when my manager was with someone he knew. This dude was a head above my manager. And I'm a little bit taller than a manager. So this dude was half the head above me. It's kind of weird. And then they were all outside passing out little plastic Easter eggs or one piece of candy in there. Ooh, piece of candy. I thought they were going to bag for us. They didn't. They were just handing out little Easter egg things like, join our Baptist church. Oh, I don't know. Ideas. Hooray. So that's the ideas. I want to do Intro to StreamYard Part 1 with Dave hosting tomorrow. So Mark can learn some basics. And as soon as Kenny and I can record anytime, let's do a Part 2. Just kind of throw it there. And find a time to bring in Jay. Because next week we're going live. Because it's Easter. And well, technically. So next week is going Easter. Like the week after, if we bring in Jay, again, either Jay will host Part 2 or Kenny will do Part 2. Dave will do a video, Kenny will do a video, and Jay can do a live. So Jay will be Part 2 or Part 3, just so Mark and I and the rest of the world that have StreamYard can learn from these things. So, stuff like that. Learning. Because again, I mean, just the whole picture thing, and Kenny says just shares it. Yeah, it makes sense. And yeah, I just take Skeletor armor and use that same gray paint that works perfectly fine, and I spent the money on giving to Customs to give me the thing, and then it breaks. And then the thing is the staff is all warpy. I just didn't think about it. I got charcoal gray. I got the gray that's good enough. I can just get the purple armor, paint it all gray, and that'd be, boing. Boing. I mean, he also had the shields. He used a He-Man shield. I can just take a He-Man shield and just paint the thing. That's already gray anyway, so that's the point. He doesn't need a shield. He just, never mind. If the thing breaks again, I'll take one of the extra Skeletor armor harness, paint it gray, no big deal, and take another Havoc staff, paint it gray, and toss the thing out. But things that just don't process properly. I could have been eating a snack anytime. It's already 8:18. Oh my god, I can end this video. So running through my head, all these things. Hooray. I'm just curious. 3 people on YouTube, 1 still on Twitch. So that's it. I got everything that I need to know to say. Wednesday, let's see what happens, because there's always something stupid happening on Sunday. Monday, I'm not going live on Instagram. I gotta dig through the stuff. I mean, every time I dig through stuff, I put it in the hallway. It's like, okay, I gotta put stuff back. I'm gonna clean it back. I need to find. I found my Sliders DVD. It's right there. I was underneath a pile of stuff. So, said once we do Sliders series, season 2, 3, 4, 5, either 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5. However, we're gonna do that. Maybe if we do 2 more episodes, that'd be fine by me. Then we can do Sliders episode by episode on the timescales. So we'll have fun with that, watching the stuff there. I used to have a DVD VHS player, but like everything, it breaks. Technology sucks. So I have a basic VCR because it has a TV tuner, not the VCR without a tuner. So you can buy a VCR without a tuner, just play the tapes and everything else, but I need a tuner for the TV set. The cable box is plugged into the VCR, which is plugged into the TV. I think think that's why. Maybe. No. The cable box is plugged into the TV because it's a cable-ready TV, but it's only went up to 36 channels. And at the time, before the cable box happened, before everyone was forced to because of George W. Bush, a-hole that he is, did all these changes, when people still had antennas, didn't need to have the stupid box. Everything was fine. So my TV, which goes from number 2 to number 36, that's how old it is, RCA, needed a TV tuner, which was through the VCR. As I flip. Everything was fine. But then the introduction of the stupid cable boxes, the government used to use signals to do some things. We need to spy on other countries. I don't know. Things. But that's my plan. Plan on top of my head is at least 3 parts of intro to StreamYard to help Mark and I, because the idea that Mark had, which I know he had, because I had the same idea, I hope that happens. It should. I said, basically, other people have hosted the show, and they're gone, except for Dave. Dave's the only one. And I even said, you have me, you have Gadget, you have David, the writer, that can host the show easily, but nothing was said. More like once bitten, twice shy. It's like, we're here, we do all these other things. Gadget, you gave Gadget the news. Mark has worked behind the scenes on fixing the website. More prominent. That's why I created Tasty Talk. Now the turns of Tasty Talk is kind of fitting for me, because me, it's Tasty Talk. And for me to do is live shows. If I didn't do the live shows for myself, yeah, I guess so. But now that I'm doing it for myself, it's kind of like this, Do I want to bring in guests? Not really, because that's what Spill the Geek Tea is for, is bring in guests. And everyone can interview. Everyone has questions, and everyone can give me some questions to ask to interview, because I'm not good at interviews and such. So as my setbacks, okay, yes, I'm a showrunner, but I'm going to sit back and go, be like Christian. Just watch. But we can host. Dave hosted, on Spill the Geek Tea, co-host. Now, I tried to make everyone a co-host, and look what happened. That failed. Katie was backing out of it. Said, no, you're part of the show. Don't worry about it. Come in when you want to. And then Pedro's a co-host, But anyone else is like, well, you're just a guest. Until, yeah. Everyone else is just a guest. So those that were co-hosts are not co-hosts. Those that are on now, just guests. So technically, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8. Greg, myself, Mark, Katie, Dave, Kenny, Jay. 7. Yeah. Pedro, 8. So I have 8 hosts for the show. On Legend of Traveling TARDIS, we're panelists. Mark said co-host about one person there, but they were on, didn't say anything, and Christian quickly corrected him, saying panelist, because she didn't host anything. She didn't say anything. She was on one show, and that was it. So, panelist. I would say guest. Eliza is a guest. I'd love to have her back. We all want her back on, but she's like, I don't know. She got her own things to deal with. We'll see. Things I just think about just to get away from the stupidity of people. When I said I only had like 10 minutes left to work today because of time constraints, I guess it was like 2:30ish. I like clocked out 2:29, just to keep it under, so the HR don't be a bitch. And like, all these people are looking at me like, yeah, what's it to you? All the lines of people, yeah, what's it to you? I'm leaving. I'm done with you people. Be back tomorrow morning complaining, why are these people in my damn store at 7 o'clock in the morning, and why are you paying me with $100 bill when I just opened, you a-hole? And then spend the next 8 hours going to come home and everything else prepared. So again, it makes sense to me what I want to do. Yeah, that's how they make the can't report the police to the police. So, someone did say they were it was on Instagram about no, I'm not gonna get into politics. I'm not going to get in there, but the guy said, WTF. Even the Republicans have left the room because they can't stand what was going on here, how this has happened. Angry black man saying, I stand behind you 100%. Because he was asking an idiot a question. Well, I haven't been talking to them. What? So you let this thing happen and you didn't talk? Well, I'm a cracker. Well, that was the other part from the story when the woman that triggered. Let's call her Trigger. When Trigger got triggered by the Oriental food sign, I said to my assistant manager, it's like, he goes, he sees it as Oriental represents foods or items, not people. Like, well, I don't care. The Scottish don't care. The Irish don't care. Like, oh, boo frickety who. I said, Jesse said to me, hey, look, I got some ham and cheese. All we need is crackers. And I said loudly, well, we're surrounded by crackers. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Ho, 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 ho. I'm almost out of cheese. I've been eating a lot of my blocks of cheese, and I don't know what happened to it. It all just kind of disappeared. But because it's actually like not individually wrapped, it's not processed cheese. It's that good cheese, that restaurant kind of cheese. Like, I've just been eating it, so it doesn't mold up. That's why I've been eating it so fast, because some of it was wrapped in aluminum foil and it got holes in aluminum foil, so it got kind of hard there and kind of green there. It's like I did break it off, but now these are back into just Ziploc bags, and I won't eat some. I won't eat the rest of it. Oh my God, it's freaking 30. Jiminy Christmas, I did it again. I'm gonna grab some cheese. I'm ending the stream. Gotta play Hero Wars. I'm gonna put the cap onto the camera. I'm gonna see about setting the things, so I will have not two things saying I'll be on Wednesday, just one thing. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll do it now. We'll work on this idea of mine of intro to StreamYard and make it happen. 3 different hosts. So Mark and I and Greg will understand more of it, because it's like 3 different people saying all these things here. What do you know about StreamYard? Well, Kenny and I work on the idea of, what about this? What about that? For videos later on. Because, again, I'm trying. I can see it, but it's up to the other to say yes. And it should happen. Because Mark has already hosted 2 shows. He can easily host another show. Because he'll be up on that time. He can produce and do the review very easily. Without saying a thing. So it all works out. Just trying to convince the other to do something about it. And I imagine I put it on the other messenger, which Kenny knows about too. Kenny has seen my message. So I kind of did. Maybe didn't. I don't know. When my tablet is, if I accidentally turn off the side, the screen goes black. I turn it back up, screen goes black, and the message I was typing that I did not send yet is erased. Thanks, Amazon. You suck. So, almost 4 hours of babbling again. I think I actually put music on, honestly. I don't remember. I forgot to put the banner on. I know that. Did I put the background music on? I just don't know. I did? Didn't I? I don't know if I was playing it or not because I don't have the headphones on. So that's my idea. And then Easter show, and then whatever holidays there is for Sunday or whatever's coming up, we can just do live. Otherwise, just a generic talk show from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Just keep track of the time. I'll be done with that. So back to the comments. Wah, wah. So let's see who else was in here. So I like to thank my moderators and co-hosts and so forth. You're gonna catch me here on this channel. Of course, Spill the Geek T1 because I can't delete the other one. My boo-boo-boo. Catch Grego on the timescales. Catch Candyman on Instagram. Dave's Not Here Man. Catch Pedro on X. Catch Kenny on Kenzo's Creations. And I'm sure there's it's tonight's the other show, that toy box thing. I don't know. Toy boxing with toys. Oz's show. Because now that it's Saturday, the Insomniac show has already been played, if it has been. And I forgot to put my little banner. I had it on before, and I just freaked out because I don't know why the thing didn't go through. Enter if you didn't. Was that? And that's the wrong banner too. That's the wrong thing. I didn't put up the right one there. So, that's about it. Okay. Plans have been set. See how it goes through. And I want some cheese. So I'll figure out maybe an outro, an intro somehow. Besides me just saying, tasty cake, tasty cake, tasty cake.
Tasty.
An intro can be done, an outro can be done. I don't remember any shows that had anything besides Bozo the Clown, Mr. Rogers. So we didn't have any special programs like that. Specialty. There was always a Dr. Paul Bearer of Creature Feature. WTOG, as far as the eye can see. He was out in Tampa. Tampa St. Pete. That was his area. And he came out of a coffin. He had the one big eye there. Prosthetics. Your money or your life? Well, here's my life magazine. Old jokes. But so freakishly scary because, on Saturdays. So I don't know if I could use something like that. Would it fit me? No, it wouldn't. So never mind. Okay, gentlemen, thank you for watching. And always remember, time waits and turns slowly. I'm sleepy too. Get back down. Anyone make it better? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I missed some. Okay. Good night.